not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
The new era of UFC on Paramount Plus continues with UFC 325 live from Australia. Catch featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski in a rematch of his epic title fight against Diego Lopez, and the always dangerous Dan Hooker throws down with dynamic finisher Benoit Saint Denis in a high-action lightweight showdown. UFC fans, pay-per-view just got knocked out. Catch UFC 325 on Saturday, January 31st, only on Paramount Plus. Stream every fight live with one subscription. Visit ParamountPlus.com/UFC to get started.
Start the new year in a new Buick or GMC and save big now at Royal Buick GMC. Lease the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Edition for $277 per month for 24 months. Upgrade the family to a new 25 Buick Enclave for $375 a month for 24 months. Or go electric in the 2026 GMC Hummer EV pickup for $760 a month for 36 months. OAC must lease with GM Financial. No security deposit. Lease mileage charge of 20 cents per mile over 10,000 miles per year. See dealer for details. G9196 3499 due at signing. B34186 4500 due at signing. G9192 6000 due at signing. Offers end 2/2/26. New Year's savings won't last. Hurry in and save now at Royal Buick GMC in the Tucson Auto Mall or RoyalTucson.com.
Hi, Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the
About
middle of these
a minute and a half out.
Also,
minute and a
can
half.
you let him know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Refresh your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Reimagine your bathroom with up to 40% off select faucets during our Bath Savings event. Need it today? Order by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m.
1 minute.
Shop for your bathroom refresh at Lowe's. We help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location. Same-day delivery on eligible in-stock items, subject to availability. Fees vary. Visit Lowes.com/same-day delivery for full terms.
From work to errands to family life, your car takes a beating. At Recon Auto Detailing, we don't just protect it, we maintain it.
They installed my ceramic coating in shop, and now their mobile team keeps it looking brand new, right in my driveway.
Ceramic coatings, PPF, tint, all installed professionally at Recon Auto Detailing. And with our mobile detailing, we keep that fresh, protected look mile after mile. One-stop shop, zero hassle, that's Recon Auto Detailing, Ceramic Pro West, Tucson.
KCUV 2
10 seconds.
The Cumulus Media Station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you live this afternoon from Showtime Cards on Speedway. It is Wild Card Wednesday, back for another show here. Looking forward to chatting with you. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. I am here. Dragon Ball is with us as well. He is back in studio today. Unfortunately, our guy on site here, George Myers, is a little under the weather, so he will not be with us today to talk cards, but we will have one of his lieutenants, Max Guter, sitting in for him. So looking forward to talking to Max about a little bit about what's happening in the industry this month, and obviously with the Super Bowl getting set to be upon us here in a little over a week. A lot of excitement, I'm sure, will be happening around the trading card industry. We are here once every Wednesday, every month, on a Wednesday. That's why it's named Wild Card Wednesday. Box breaks, we have those. And in fact, today we've got some specials going on for you because the Arizona Wildcat men's basketball team has started their season at 21-0. So I've got a few things here. If you're watching on our video stream right now, we are streaming the show on YouTube, Twitch, among the places that you can see it. But I've got 3 different boxes of basketball cards. Now, these are all NBA cards, but they are 3 different styles of NBA cards. I've got the Panini Optic Don Ross. We're going to give you a box of those. These are normally $29.99, these boxes that we're giving away today. Not giving them away, but that you can get here in store. But if you come in today while we are on the air, and of course our show goes from 3 to 6, you can get one of these boxes normally for $29.99. You can get this box today for $21. Why 21? Because your Arizona men's basketball team is 21-0. Matching the best start in program history. So I've got Panini Optic. This is obviously an NBA box here, and you'll get their 6 packs in here, 5 cards per pack, 30 total cards in this box here, $29.99. Normally you can get that for $21. I've also got the big Don Russ basketball card box. This has got 90 cards in it. Donovan Clingan is on the cover of this one. So if you missed this one, this is Ja Morant. Ja Morant is on the cover of this, the Optic. And then we've got Donovan Clingan from the Portland Trailblazers is on the cover of this one. There are 90 cards in this box. This is from the 24-25 season. So you can get this one also normally $29.99. You can get that one also for that magical Wildcat price of $21. And we've also got a box of NBA hoops cards here. This is there'll be 6 new Optichrome. Say that 5 times fast. Optichrome platinum cards in this box right here. This is also from Panini's. Also goes generally for $29.99, but you can also get this box on just today from 3 to 6 for $21. So there you have it. 3 different boxes of NBA cards that you can get. I'm going to set them up right there so you can see them at the bottom of the screen. You can get these for $21 because your Wildcats are 21-0. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Again, I am here. And we've got Dragon Ball back in studio. Dragon Ball, I'd say that's a pretty good deal. Some NBA card boxes. You've got the 2 of them that have 90 cards in them. Then you've got the Optic box, which you get 5 of those Optics cards in a pack. So there's 30 total that you can get because there's 6 packs. That's a pretty nice deal. $21 on a box that will normally cost you $30.
And you always got to look for that little bit of something that's going to make it even more valuable down the line because you mentioned Ja Morant was on the cover of one of those boxes. You never know. You got that NBA trade deadline coming up here in February. That box may become a lot more valuable because that might be the last one printed of Ja Morant as a Grizzly, depending, again, on what happens here when the month of February comes up.
And guess who's on the last box I was talking about, the NBA hoops, the Panini NBA hoops. Guess who's on that box?
You mentioned Clingan.
No, well, Clingan was on the middle box.
Right.
We talked about this youngster last week. I had no idea who he was until he cost me money.
Oh.
Reed Shepherd from the Houston Rockets
is
on the other box. Has Reed cost anybody else any money this week with his performances for the Houston? So we've got we got the Grizzlies, we got the Blazers, we got the Rockets all represented. Where are our Eastern Conference teams? Are any Eastern Conference players on any of these boxes?
Well, to be fair, Memphis should be Eastern Conference. I don't know how West Coast Memphis, Tennessee is, but that's definitely not a West Coast city that I've been to.
There you go. There you go. Spent a lot of time in Memphis, Tennessee. But they love their Grizzlies down there, and Ja Morant trying to bring them back to respectability. All right, we've got tonight up in Tempe, or down in Tempe, as we like to say, because we're a little bit higher elevation than them. Down in Tempe tonight, Arizona women's basketball is taking on Arizona State. First meeting of the year for these two programs, the first of the two that they'll play against one another. Both of these programs have brand new coaches. Becky Burke here in Tucson with the Wildcats, and Molly Miller in Tempe with the Sun Devils. The Sun Devils got off to that fabulous start to their season. They won their first 14 games in a row before losing. But again, it's gotten a little bit tougher for them. Not maybe as tough as it's been for the Wildcats in Big 12 conference play. The Sun Devils are 4-4, 17-4 overall. The Wildcats are 1-7 since conference play started, 10-9 on the season. So obviously the Sun Devils are the favorite in this game tonight at Desert Financial Arena. That will be a 6:30 tip-off on ESPN+. You can hear the game over on Freedom 1400 with coverage beginning at 6:15. Derek Palmer will have the call over there. We are going to talk to Derek Palmer in this hour from the Valley as he gets set for the game tonight. We'll get you an update on where things are with the Wildcats, obviously having to play without their top scorer, Michaela Purdue. They're about, I believe now, 5 games in since Michaela Purdue went down. And so trying to find themselves, trying to find some other scorers. We had Samaya Sugapong on the show yesterday. If you missed that interview, head on over right now to our website, Wildcats Radio 1290, Wildcats Radio 1290, and you can hear what Samaya had to say about her increased offensive role. She averages 8 points on the season, but she's averaging 15 points since Michaela Purdue went out of the lineup. So she is one of the players that has picked up that scoring load for the U of A. So they'll get a shot at the rivals tonight. Should be fun. Again, 6:30. You'll hear it at 6:15 with coverage beginning over on Freedom 1400. So with that, with the fact that the women are playing at ASU tonight, the fellas are playing at ASU on Saturday. It is officially no forks week. No eating. I think Dragon Ball, I think I kind of scared Samaya when I said that yesterday. I said, Samaya, you cannot eat with a fork for the next 24 hours. I think she was like, whoa, wait, what?
There's only so many people that know that reference, so I don't blame her, especially, again, we got to remember, there's not a lot of the girls on this team that have
played in the rivalry.
That played in this rivalry,
they
so they
no
don't
idea.
really know. They probably will not even realize what ASU's mascot is up there. They're going to still think, why are they? I thought we were playing, the Sun Devils. Okay, now it makes sense. I was wondering why they were demons or something.
There you go. So no forks for really the rest of the week. I mean, I just take the whole entire week off from using that fork. Get yourself away from it. Wean yourself off of it, and just get into the flow of this rivalry between your Arizona Wildcats and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Men will play at noon from the Desert Financial Center. That'll be on Saturday. We'll have coverage beginning again at 8:30 in the morning with Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. All right, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We are also going to hear from Becky Burke coming up a little bit later, and I believe Dragon Ball, who's the player that was with her? Was that I thought that was Molly. Was it Molly Ladwick?
That was Molly Ladwick.
Yes, Molly Ladwick. So we'll hear from Becky and Molly as well coming up in the 4 o'clock hour as we get you closer to tip-off of that game, get an assessment of where the program is now, 8 games into the first Big 12 season for Becky Burke, coming off a loss on Saturday, 15-point loss on the road to the Iowa State Cyclones and former Arizona Wildcat guard Jada Williams. Let's get our first timeout in here. And we're back to our 4-segment 3 o'clock hour, so we'll get our first break in here. We'll come back. We'll chat with Derek Palmer, the the radio play-by-play man for your Arizona women's basketball team from the Valley as he gets set for tonight's game between the Wildcats and the Sun Devils. DK on the Sports Tip, we're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on Speedway. Again, I've got 3 boxes of NBA cards. You can see them right here, and you can get these normally $29.99. You can get them today for $21 because your Arizona men's team is 21-0. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Lowe's knows how to turn big plans into real results. Whether it's new appliances or a home refresh, get started with 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more with a MyLowe's Rewards credit card, January 15th through the 30th. So you can invest in your upgrade now and pay over time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payment required. See store at Lowe's.com for details.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict.
Cool. Awesome.
Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hear that? That's what having fewer hot flashes and night sweats can sound like. Veoza is the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment FDA approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms, also known as hot flashes and night sweats, due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Get ready, Arizona. The biggest country party of the year is back. March 20th through 22nd at the scenic Forever Ranch in Benson for the 5th annual Cochise Country Music Festival. Tracy Bird, Mark Chestnut, Rodney Adkins, Chris Cagle, Little Texas, Kelsey Hart, Emily Ann Roberts, and many more. Bring the whole family. Kids 10 and under get in free.
Got Derek connected. We're good.
Non-stop music, 2 stages, dance floors, and after parties till 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday. RV camping, tent camping, and only 45 minutes from Tucson. The ultimate weekend getaway in southern Arizona. March 20th through 22nd at the Forever Ranch in Benson. Get your camping and show tickets now. CochisCountryFest.com.
And this Friday, we have a sweet deal for you from Cochise Country Music Festival. You can get 1 3-day VIP pass for just $289.50, originally $579. And this sweet deal will go on sale this Friday morning at 8:30 at WildcatsRadio1290.com.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Collisions Grant Road east of I-10, Grant Road and Fairview westbound, slowing on Grant approaching I-10. McGee and La Cañada with some backups for travel on La Cañada at McGee. Some more slowdowns, earlier crash that occurred southbound Craycroft at Glen, also a collision that occurred at Craycroft and River Road. And I'm Cricket, and your weather, 48 the overnight low, 70 partly cloudy tomorrow, 71 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic
Give
and
me a
weather
highlight
together.
of
This
Derek's if you
report
have
is
one you can
sponsored by
pull
Allstate.
from,
Wish you could
somewhere.
save on home insurance?
They should
With
be
Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection.
prior
Yep, it's a win-win.
folder and maybe
So what are you waiting
December,
for?
if you just
Check
search
Allstate
women's basketball
first for a
play-by-play
quote
and
today.
WK play-by-play.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance, making it easy to save you money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Lonnie starts dribbling toward Purdue, handed off to her, sets a screen. She's going to wind up a three that's up and down. An ICCU charity three. The Cats, 5 of their last 6 from the field, have again made it a 12-point game. Arizona State tonight on the women's basketball floor up in Tempe at the Desert Financial Arena. You heard the call there from the voice of Arizona women's basketball. His name is Derek Palmer. He joins us now. Derek, first of all, up and down, that's your three-point call, your signature three-point call. How did you come up with that?
Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing.
Well, you say it every time, so it's a thing. It's not every time, but you say it pretty much on 3-point shots. So it has to become a thing. The more the audience hears it, right?
I guess so. You say the three's going up, and it successfully goes down. It just felt like a natural visualization.
There you go. So it wasn't anything you came up with. It just naturally happened. That's even better.
Yeah, it's organic.
Derek, give me our term is top takeaways when we talk about our Arizona football teams, basketball teams, all of our teams, the things that are at top of mind as we break these teams down every week on our show. Give us your top takeaways on this team, obviously through these first 8 games of the Big 12 season, and how really, obviously the big story is they've had to play these last, I think now 5 games without leading scorer Michaela Purdue.
Yeah, that's the biggest one, is just how difficult finding offense has been without her. My immediate comment to one of the assistants after the UCF game was I did not appreciate enough about how much of the offense was going to be freed up by her. And the comment coming back, this is with Coach Ewing, is that she just spaces the floor, even though she's incredibly streaky. You just had to be wary about her being out there and being open. So as the Cats are looking for somebody who's able to try to hit as many shots as she, or at least approach as many, or at least even like you had with Cam Kitchen against Kansas, I believe, where she came in and got hot. That's you're looking for something that's going to open things up a little bit, because a lot of this is another one that you might highlight is just the way that the post players have been struggling, and a lot of that is going to come back to just matchups. They've been playing some really, really tough players down on the block, but there's an awful lot of traffic that you're having to go through, and that's after they are able to get a pass to them just because of how gummed up it is on the inside. But then that, I think, comes right back to Mickey being out.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Who's most affected by the fact that she's not in there? And when you talk about the bigs, that's obviously Nora Francois, Denia Trammell. They've had the most difficulty finding their offense with the floor not being spaced as much.
Yeah, well, and like I hate to say that it's all just because of how things are congested underneath with Purdue not being out there, because they're playing against some really, really, really big bodies, and not just big but long. Like you look at TCU in particular, as they've thrown a lot of length out at players who are playing a bit undersized at their position. So some of it, I'm sure, is matchup related. But it sure did get awfully difficult to find points as freely over the last 4 games as it was against BYU.
We're chatting with Derek Palmer. He is the play-by-play voice for Arizona women's basketball, longtime play-by-play voice. One of the players who obviously has benefited from Mickey not being in there and has really had to step up. scoring-wise has been Samaya Sugapong. We had her on the show yesterday, averaging 15 points over the last 5 games. How have you seen this kind of this kind of allowed her to find her offensive scoring points? What's there for her now that maybe wasn't there before?
I asked Burke about that before Iowa State, and she attributed to everything that she's doing on the defensive end. That she's stepped up her game so much defensively that Becky's happy leaving her out there, and it's essentially allowed her to shoot herself into a rhythm. So it's 5 straight games in double figures. That includes icing the BYU game, where I think she scored the last 7 points, and that seemed like that gave her a huge shot of confidence. But the one thing that everybody has to appreciate with this coaching staff is that you could get bucket after bucket, but if you're not getting it done on the defensive side, I don't know how long you're going to stay out there. So she's getting it done defensively, and it's allowing her to keep on this run.
You mentioned defense. Would you categorize Nolani Cornfield? Is she the best defensive player on this team? I mean, we knew coming in she had that ability, one of the leaders in the nations last year in steals. Has that come to fruition that she is, in fact, the best defender?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think more than anything is that she's kind of also serving as the captain of the unit. So everybody kind of feeds off of her aggression. And you saw this again in the second quarter against Iowa State. She got into foul trouble and had to come out with 6 minutes to go. And I wouldn't say that they were playing as if they were looking for that same sort of leadership out there, but there was a definite absence that was being felt with her on the bench. So it's not just the stats that she's putting up there, but she really is the tip of the spear.
We're joined by Derek Palmer, the play-by-play announcer for Arizona women's basketball. It's U of A and ASU tonight in Tempe with tip-off at 6:30. Coverage on Freedom 1400 beginning at 6:15. For lack of a better build-up, I mean it's being billed as the first ever meeting between Becky Burke and Molly Miller, BB and MM, the two first-year women's basketball coaches at these university. I mean, this could be, depending on how things move forward, and you got to be competitive for it to maybe get to that level. But this could be the beginning of a pretty good rivalry, I would think, Derek. Do you sense there's an excitement about it from that standpoint, that you've got these two first-year head coaches with a lot of juice that are leading their programs into this rivalry game?
I hadn't really spent a lot of time thinking about it along those lines, just because it's definitely a game. Even though you look at ASU's record, ASU hasn't been defeated at home. Is another big thing that the Cats are trying to overcome, but it's definitely a game that could be won, even without Purdue out there, because they seem to match up pretty well. There isn't going to be some dominating post presence with the size that they've had to contend with. ASU isn't a great shooting team from the outside, and the Wildcats defend the perimeter pretty well. So it's more than being a matchup between first-year coaches. This is one of those games that Burke's been talking about that has the makings for being one of the remaining wins out there. And again, emphasizing that, trying 5 wins away from WBIT eligible. And there's a handful on here that on the schedule that just look like low-hanging fruit. And that is, again, with Purdue's extended absence. So there's an awful lot to play for outside of any additional storyline. So I think that and I'm not trying to swipe away the question. I think that there's just so much more at stake than sort of look.
When you look at, obviously, so Molly Miller was hired about 2 weeks before Becky Burke was hired. When you look at the timing of that, and I don't know if you've looked that deep into the roster at ASU, but what were some of maybe the advantages they had to building their roster that maybe we had to building ours?
Those 2 weeks seem like they were vital because ASU's got a couple of players that transferred over, especially Gabby Elliott. She's getting a lot of points. McKenna Brackens is getting an awful lot of points, and those caliber of players we're looking for either sorts of lateral moves into the Power Four, or players who are looking to transfer up. With the case of Brackens, so they 2 weeks, that's a long time when you're in the transfer portal foot race to try to find a roster. So I feel like that's an eternity. but I might be a bit biased in that opinion.
Derek Palmer is our guest. He is the play-by-play announcer for Arizona women's basketball. Derek, we're doing the show today from Showtime Cards here on Speedway in Tucson, a trading card business. Were you a card kid growing up?
Yeah, as much as I could be. You know, my dad was one of those responsible boomers who was trying to retire, so he didn't help me out much. I was always jealous of what my friends were bringing around.
What would you say is the best? Do you have a favorite card? Do you remember a favorite card that you got when a kid that you were like, man, I can't believe I got this card, or this is one, or I don't know if you still have any that you hold on to as an adult?
Well, I moved around so much that they were a burden. There's one I wish I would have kept because it was gosh, I can't remember the year now. It was a Bo Jackson rookie tops, and they got that around when I was in junior high. So maybe like when I was in the 8th grade, before his hip injury. So Bo knows how to be hot. And I got that one, and that was one of the things I could flaunt. But my collection was very common, to use Beckett parlance.
There you go, Derek. What are your keys to an Arizona women's basketball win tonight over the Sun Devils?
They have to be able to defend aggressively without falling into foul trouble. The Wildcats, even in this 4-game losing streak, have been able to force 75 turnovers against some pretty good teams. So that's a pretty good number on average, but unfortunately it's coming with a pretty steady progression or a procession to the free throw line. So finding a way to remain aggressive without drawing attention to themselves, I think is item number one. And then at least being able to come close to getting a push with points created underneath. There's not been a lot of productivity underneath the basket. So while we're talking about getting an awful lot of productivity from players like Sugapong, and then finding somebody, whether it be a Ladwig or a Kitchen, to kind of come up and fill in some of the missed spots on the perimeter when the point differential underneath is as vast as it has been, it's going to be tough. So at least kind of breaking even there and giving the guard play a chance to continue to overcome Purdue's absence. That I think is going to be the second big thing. But the Cats are getting points. They scored 65 at Iowa State. That's a pretty good number. But there's just they're committing too many fouls in so doing, and allowing Iowa State to get to 90.
Yeah,
and a lot of that was just for too many fouls.
I thought we were back in 2024 the 2 games ago when 5, or was it last game, 5 players fouled out. Was that the last game, or was that before the last game?
Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah, I mean, finishing the game with 4 players for the final 2 minutes and 40 seconds. What was that like?
My first year at Oregon State, that was the time that Jim Rome has highlighted a couple times when there's only 2 players available.
Oh, God.
So I still have PTSD anytime the bench gets awfully short from that experience.
Crazy stuff. Derek, as always, have a great call tonight. You can hear him starting at 6:15 on Freedom 1400 with the pregame show. Arizona State will be listening.
Hey, thanks so much.
Derek Palmer, the voice of Arizona women's basketball. Let's get a break in here. We'll come back. Short segment after the break, and much more for you. We're coming to you from Showtime Cards. We're going to actually be breaking some NFL boxes in honor of the Super Bowl coming up here. You'll hear it right here on Wildcats Radio 1290 a week from this Sunday. Get a timeout, come back. DK on the Sports Tip, Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, we're on break.
Your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select vanities and free delivery during our bath savings event. Plus, get up to 40% off.
Nobody covers your cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the Sports Tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around the house work. A new tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
stripping?
I took
You're
out the
stripping?
linoleum. I stripped out the
Am
linoleum.
I not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living? DK on the Sports Tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
Do you disregard people's personal space? Sitting next to people in public, even if there are tons of open seats? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Mattress Firm's 72-hour sale is happening now. Save up to 72% off on top brands, with queens starting at $149.99. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply.
621-2287. That's 520-621-CATS.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field.
There is a women's game, but it's in Tempe.
Visit Robinhood.com/predict.
Get on the road against the Sun Devils.
Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk. It is not appropriate for
Yes,
everyone.
we are doing one probably in about 10 minutes, I think.
Swap firm.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
My heat and air work in a state of disrepair.
As the new year begins, Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing would like to thank you for allowing us to serve Tucson and the surrounding communities for the past 25 years. Whether it is a small water leak or a full air conditioning replacement, we do it all, big or small. For professional service, call Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. We're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here in Tucson on Speedway. Wild Card Wednesday. We're going to be breaking some boxes here coming up. Football, Super Bowl. We got the Pro Bowl games next Tuesday night. Our guy Ryan Radke is going to be hosting that. We'll get with Ryan next week for our Super Bowl preview. And we've got a whole lot coming up. In fact, do you know collecting sports cards is one of the fastest growing hobbies around? Whether you're looking to start or expand your collection, Showtime Cards is your ultimate destination to do just that. It's one of the leading card shops here in the country, not just here in Southern Arizona. This is one of the leading sports trading card locations in the country. They've been serving our community for over 25 years. Best in sports cards, trading cards, games, all of that. From rare finds to the latest releases, Showtime Cards has it all. Check them out, showtimecards.com. Come on in. If you come in today before we're off the air at 6, I've got NBA boxes that you can get for $21, normally $29.99. You can get these for $21 because your Wildcats are 21-0 to start the season. Visit Showtime Cards. Discover why collectors everywhere trust Showtime Cards with their passion. All right, let's get another break in here. We're going to come back. We're going to break a box. We're going to get Max Scooter on, talk some trading cards, DK on the sports tip. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290. Cricket getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Collisions reported earlier, crash in the foothills, Craycroft and River Road. Southbound Craycroft at Glen. McGee and La Cañada with mostly southbound slowing on La Cañada at McGee. Grant Road east of I-10 at Fairview, westbound slowing on Grant Road approaching I-10. 48 the overnight low, 70 partly cloudy tomorrow and 71 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Never wait to see your family doctor again. At My Doctor Now, you don't need to take time off work or even schedule ahead. Open 7 days a week. It's your family doctor. Available same day, every day, guaranteed. Go to My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
You still got it.
Max,
Your immune
about
system
4 minutes.
weakens as you
4
age,
minutes.
making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Tobacco Barn presents the continuing saga of Captain Tobacco.
We're here at a local Tucson tobacco store where evil high tobacco prices have gone up yet again.
Look, up in the sky.
I'm Captain Tobacco, here to fight evil high tobacco prices.
My hero.
Remember, citizens, save up to 40% on your favorite tobacco products at Tobacco Barn.
Look at those muscles.
Stand back while I hang 5 on these evil high prices.
It's Tucson's only place to save up to 40% on all your favorite tobacco products. You'll pay no city or state sales tax because they're on the reservation. And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com.
He did it!
That's why I'm Captain Tobacco, fighting high tobacco prices everywhere.
Hooray! My hero.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway, just south of Valencia. Check tobaccobarntucson.com.
Tell them Captain Tobacco sent you.
Oh, brother. Hey, man. It's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner.
What's up?
But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
That's right.
It's the biggest game on the planet, and nobody breaks it down like Jim Rome.
Who do you think will be the last one standing this year?
Fearless debate and the best callers in sports.
On any given week, you have lots to beef about. Take advantage of it. Get up in here.
Big games, big opinions, and zero mercy.
We'll get to all of that. You've been warned.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
A lot to get to, and I'm not sure you're going to like all of it. I don't even care if you like all of it or not. I have a job to do.
The Jim Rome Show.
What's your beef?
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Ready to update your kitchen, create a spa-inspired bathroom, or a backyard oasis? Put the equity in your home to work for you with a home equity line of credit from Hughes. Borrow between $10,000 and $250,000 and enjoy flexible terms and no prepayment penalties. With Hughes Federal Credit Union's one-rate guarantee, there's no switching rates based on your credit score. All our members get our same low rate. Learn more at hughesfcu.org/HELOC. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Certain restrictions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Cookie wants to be a professional wrestler.
I'm Cookie Serratos and I'm 11 years old.
She also wants to win all the medals. That's why Cookie and her family make every day count, squeezing out her best with Go-Go Squeeze.
Okay, Cookie, let's break for a Go-Go Squeeze.
Go-Go Squeeze Fruit on the Go pouches are a nutritious snack made from 100% fruit with no sugar added.
Go, Cookie!
Because when you nurture your kids, you squeeze out the best in them. Squeeze out the best with Go-Go Squeeze. Not a low-calorie food. Products range from 11 to 13 grams of sugar and 60 to 70 calories per serving.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us to that number. You can text us at that number. We are at Showtime Cards on Speedway. It is Wild Card Wednesday. Come on down right now. It is the excitement. We are in that time of year, one of the most fun time of the year because it is Super Bowl lead up coming up a week from this coming Sunday. You'll hear that game right here. We're getting set to obviously have a waste management golf tournament's going to be going on here in the state of Arizona. That's always a huge time of year as well. Max Guter is here with us from Showtime's Car, sitting in for our guy George Morris, who's a little bit under the weather. I just mentioned, Max, waste management. We haven't popped any golf boxes. Do you guys even deal in golf carts here?
I don't know. I don't know when the most recent golf box is. Honestly, I really don't. We don't sell a whole lot of golf, but I mean, we have.
People don't really. I mean, is that not just like is that not like an industry that people get that much into?
Not really.
No?
Not super heavy.
No.
I mean, Tiger Woods carts sell well.
Yeah. Walk me through like Tiger Woods, like what would be like because again he played so many years. Is it his early years?
Yeah,
is it
for
shots
sure.
of him at certain tournaments or
probably his key card's probably one of the like 01 SP Authentic autograph, which is his rookie.
Okay.
And then there's a key rookie card of him, I think on his first I forget what it's 2001 is his main stuff though.
Right.
That's what carries the weight.
We've got got some giveaways here, not giveaways, but we got some deals today. We've got 3 NBA boxes. These are normally $29.99. Fans can get these through the rest of our show today here for $21. What's special about these 3 brands right here? We got a couple of Panini's brands,
well, this is their first. This is their first. Usually their first cards that come out. Like this was Cooper Flag.
Okay.
Oh well, no, there was Topps, but like Wembanyama's first rookie card is going to be usually the hoops.
Okay.
The optic's probably the best one here. You can get the downtown out of here. This is probably the best one, and then.
Now, when you say downtown,
it's a case hit. Like 1 in every 24 boxes is going to have a downtown, and. That's the card like a lot of people chase. Downtown and Kaboom are like some of the best cards that people go after, and you get them out of here. So
now how would I know if I got a downtown? Or is it like
it's a pretty shiny card? Yeah, yeah. I don't think you'd miss it honestly.
Now,
I hope not.
Are those like? Can any player get a downtown card? Or is that usually the stars?
Usually it's like a set of like 15 or 20 players. It's usually just rookies and stars, typically. Like it's not going to have. Just a random, like average players aren't gonna. It's gonna be usually LeBron, Luka, and then like the star rookies like Wemby of that year. So no, like I'm trying to think of an average player, but
like Reed, we got this one here. This has got our guy Reed Shepard. He lost us money last week.
Did he?
Because he went off. I forget who they were. I think they were playing the Spurs, and we had the Spurs minus a certain number, and he scored like 10 points in the fourth quarter to blow the number up.
See,
So,
Reed Shepherd would probably have a rookie downtown, but he probably would not have a second year downtown. Like, he's good, but he's not.
Not quite in that class just yet. Maybe if he gets to an All-Star game, then that obviously changes the whole thing. Super Bowl's coming up a week from Sunday. What's that week? What is this 2-week period like in the trading card industry? Is there a lot of events that are going to be going on in San Francisco around the game?
I'm not sure about that, but honestly, the way we thought the hobby was going to slow down, like coming into the year, and I went to Dallas in January, at the beginning of January, like the first week. It's the most people I've ever seen in that show, and there's always it's always packed, but I've never seen that many people at a card show, at the Dallas show. And then I was in Phoenix this weekend, and most people I've ever seen there. So it's just there's something up with the markets right now, but I mean, everything's on fire.
So we're in what? This is week 3-4 of the year, and how many card shows have you been to already?
Two, just maybe two. 3. but yeah, it's the Super Bowl's done a lot for cards. I mean, it does a lot for cards too. People are always trying to buy the quarterback that they think's going to win, right? You try to make and then sell it after. Every year it's the same thing.
So Drake May, obviously, in his second season, going to the Super Bowl, coming off last year. So, people that probably got his card last year really weren't thinking much about it.
Yeah,
because he really wasn't a guy that came. He wasn't one of those guys that got drafted and came in like you were thinking. Right. Drake May is going to be a Super Bowl quarterback. Now they could be holding on to something that's real valuable.
Yeah, usually in the offseason, there's a few quarterbacks that usually go super high. Last year, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix.
Jaden Daniels.
Drake May kind of fell under the radar. It's usually a second year or third year quarterback they look at, and then it just goes like crazy in the offseason. And Drake May kind of flew under the radar under Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. Mainly Jaden Daniels stuff was the most expensive last season because he beat the Eagles in the. He went to the conference championship, right?
Championship, yeah.
So, if you bought Drake May stuff and you held it for this year, that's why you're up a lot right now, for sure. I've got some good Drake May stuff I held during this season.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So if I got a Drake May card last year, do I want to keep it? Do I want to hold on to it for a few more years? I mean, is it like the stock market where maybe I want to sell high now because who knows if he ever gets back to another Super Bowl? How does that work?
It is. However, to me, it's this is his first time going to the Super Bowl. So I feel like once you reach this high peak, no matter how good you play, it's hard to touch that top peak again, especially second year, right? There's all the hype there could possibly be on those cards. And they're like a card that was probably like a Kaboom card I was telling you about, right? I have one. It's a PSA 10. It's a rookie. I mean, I didn't buy it before the season, but before the season, it was probably around $2,000. Now it's they sell for $5,000 all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's Drake May.
Drake May.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that value's gone $3,000 up just since the beginning of the season on that particular card. Max Scooter is joining us from Showtime Cards. Now, your boy Ricky, I think he brought a box by here. We're going to break this open.
I think we are.
All right, well, let's break this one open and see what we got going on here. That's why we're here, folks. We are breaking boxes every single Wednesday, Wildcard Wednesday, that we are here. And don't forget, when we are here, we've also got other extremely great deals that go on. They're constantly releasing all kinds of products. You can join their mailing list and stay up to date on all of their events. Okay, so we've got 5 packs in this box here. I'll give you one. I'll take one. We'll start opening these.
Let's see.
Up.
We're looking for downtown.
Downtown. Okay. Now, it's just shiny or will it
say
downtown?
It's both.
Okay. All right.
We'll let you go first.
So I got Jack Beck. I think he
Ooh, you got a nice card next, honestly.
I think he ripped us up last year when we went down to TCU.
The next card you got's pretty nice next.
Okay. Oh, Jackson Dart.
Yeah, that's nice. However, so you're looking for, let me see the front of this box here. Purple Shock, and that's this one exactly.
Okay.
That's the Purple Shock.
So this is the Purple Shock.
See how you got that parallel? This is
Is that the lines that are going across it there indicate
that's
that's
probably a good
Shock.
card right now.
Okay, so Jackson Dart got a new coach, and if we can get his running back, he could be a guy. So is this another That's got
just
the line.
base.
Oh, that's just base.
Yep. See the difference here is the color of this purple. It's kind of shine it. It's got this shock.
Oh,
thing
I see.
going
It's
on.
on it's on the side there. I think.
Yep.
It's more down
There you go. Yep.
Strict down the side there. All right. Drake London and Emmitt Smith. That's an oldie but a goodie there. And Emmitt Smith. Now, what's they always seem to have the retro card in there as well.
I think it's just those are just base, but usually they put some old players in there.
Okay, so now there are only 4. Was there 5 in
here?
Yeah,
I think it's 4
only
cards
4
a pack.
Cards
yep.
a pack. Okay.
However, it's unlikely that I beat that card. That's a good card.
The
We got
Jackson Dart
Miller.
one?
Yeah, it's a nice card. There's probably not many
so
cards that you can pull better than that. We got
that was
Cam
Cam Miller, okay.
quarterback. C.D. Lamb.
Did
See,
he
this is a
play it all
hollow.
this year? Did Cam Miller even play it
I
all
don't,
this
I don't
year?
think he got out there. C.D. Lamb
C.D.
hollow.
Lamb.
This is a shorter print. You got the silver on it, right?
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Charles Woodson, throwback.
Ooh, throwback.
Packers.
There we go. That's a legendary card there. Legend.
And then Kenneth Gainwell for the
Okay.
Steelers.
Kenneth Gainwell. All right. Very good. So I'm going to open my second pack here and see what we got. Got some more we'll break open in the next hour. So I've got Chimere Dyke, wide receiver for the, I guess that's the Titans. Don't really know much about him.
He was good. I think he had the most all-purpose yards in the entire NFL.
Yeah, you're right.
Year.
You're absolutely right. But it was mostly because he returns kicks.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's a returner.
However,
more
still
so.
impressive.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, right.
Exactly. Tej Johnson, wide receiver for the Buccaneers. Right
I think
there.
he went black over there.
Yeah. Oh, what happened? I might have hit the wrong button there and got us off the wrong. There we go. Now we're back on camera. See, you're a good production guy there. Derrick Henry. There's another legend card for you. Derrick Henry.
He's been awesome for 10 years straight.
And Devontae Adams came up a little bit short of getting to the Super Bowl with the Rams, but great chance for him.
Another person that's been great for a decade.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Over 1,000 yards last year with the Raiders, and the Jets finally got
Crazy, right?
to a good system there.
Quarterback proof.
Max will bring you back in the next hour.
Okay.
We'll break some more of these open again, so we're going to break
We're going to
some
hit
more.
the downtown when we get back.
Okay, we'll look for that downtown. We still got 3 packs to go on that. And don't forget, we've got NBA packs here. These are $21. Wildcats 21-0. Normally, these are $29.99, but you can get them for $21 just today between 3 and 6. While we're on the air. DK on the sports tip, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. If you want to talk some cards, what was the favorite card that you had growing up? If you're into card collecting now, what's the favorite card you got going on right now? I want to know if there's anybody out there. We talked golf at the top. If you've got a golf card, let me hear about your favorite golf card. Maybe you've got that legendary Jack Nicklaus. I don't even know if they made golf cards back when Jack Nicklaus was ripping it up. But if you've got a Tiger Woods card, I want to hear from you as well. Dragon Ball is back in studio. He's got everything happening in sports in Southern Arizona as well as sports around the world.
Well, again, Arizona women's basketball will have their first battle with the school up north in ASU in the Becky Burke era. The Cats get to set the tip-off in Tempe about 6:30 this afternoon. While it will be Becky Burke's first contest part of the rivalry and her first year as head coach, she seemed pretty excited about the impact this game will have on their season and spoke also on her players, sharing her thoughts as well.
We got a lot of people in our circle that are very passionate about what this rivalry means. And so, I'm a competitor. I'm always a competitor. The people that are the competitively natured people, even though they just got here, love a good little rivalry, love a good little reason to get a little more competitive and have a little bit more to play for. So, like I said, I don't think it'll be a problem for anybody to get up for this one.
Again, the game tips off about 6:30 today. You'll hear that over on 1400 KTUC. New Diamondback third baseman Nolan Arenado looks to be getting some early action here prior to the season. He announced that he will be playing for Puerto Rico in this year's upcoming World Baseball Classic in 2026. Again, Arenado, who played for Team USA in 2017, where they beat Puerto Rico in the finals to win that year's title, will not be the first player to switch nations, as pitcher Marcus Stroman did the same thing, also changing from Team USA in 2017 and later playing for Puerto Rico in 2023. And a surprise in this year's NFL Hall of Fame voting, according to reports, Bill Belichick, the head coach of 6 Super Bowl winning Patriots squads, as well as defensive coordinator for the Bill Parcells Giants during their glory years, was not elected as a first ballot Hall of Famer. Belichick was described as puzzled and disappointed after not securing 40 of the 50 votes that were on the table to be elected by those who would have been in contact with the former Patriots coach. That being said, those who were in contact with the former Patriots coach described him as puzzled and disappointed. Still no word on who exactly it is that didn't vote him in, although Bill Polian seems to be one that many people are pointing to online. And I'm Dragonball with your 2020 sports update on Wildcats Radio 1290.
Celebrate Happy Honda Days at AutoNation Honda Tucson. Save up to $7,500 on pilots, leases starting at $399 a month, and enjoy incredible rates on 2025 and 2026 models. Visit us off Wetmore and Automall Drive today.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Some slowing on westbound Ajo at Mission, also eastbound I-10 approaching the Ajo-Kino connection. Collisions at La Cholla and Wetmore, McGee and La Cañada southbound slowing, also Grant Road east of I-10 at Fairview with westbound slowing. 48 the overnight low, 70 partly cloudy tomorrow, and 71 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
As the new year begins, Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing would like to thank you for allowing us to serve Tucson and the surrounding communities for the past 25 years. Whether it is a small water leak or a full air conditioning replacement, we do it all, big or small. For professional service, call Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We are the rush, the pulse, the thrill you didn't see coming. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol, where Tucson's best just got better. Join Club Soul today and get $20 free play. That's right, your first play is on us. Play, earn, and unlock exclusive rewards.
Your cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com. And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the sports tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around the house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
you're stripping?
I took
You're
out the
stripping?
linoleum. I stripped out the
Am I
linoleum.
not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living? DK on the sports tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
And we are here at the Shop on Speedway, breaking boxes. We just broke an NFL box as we get you set for Super Bowl. What is it, 60? Is it 60 or 65? 60, right?
We are at 60.
Yeah, Super Bowl 60. Man, that's a legendary Super Bowl number right there. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. Dragon Ball, I got a Jackson Dart card that's pretty nice here for this NFL. We're gonna break three more. We got three more packs to break. We'll break some of those in this hour, and then we'll break another one maybe in the last hour. But yeah, I got the Jackson Dart Optic. What do you think? You think this could be something? You think Jackson Dart is the real deal as long as he doesn't keep running around getting his head knocked off every Sunday? He might have a chance to be a pretty good quarterback in this league, especially now with John Harbaugh as his head coach. What do you think the future of one Jackson Dart is?
I think it's pretty good. I think the big thing for that is, where are the Giants defensively going to be? Jackson Dart is definitely one of those kind of quarterbacks that you really are no, yes, or yes, no. So always having a good, solid defense with that style of quarterback is a necessity. And John's defenses haven't necessarily been as great as they had been in past years. So mostly I'm looking to see what he can do to kind of shore up the defensive side of the ball. But Jackson Dart is an exciting prospect, waiting to see what the Giants do at the draft to see if they try to build around him or shore up some of the things that may be wrong on the other side of the ball.
Well, we shall wait and see for Mr. Jackson Dart, one-time USC quarterback before transferring to Ole Miss. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Again, we're out here at Showtime Cards. They have all types of trading cards. Memorabilia here as well. It's not just cards. They've got all kinds of memorabilia, signed basketballs, LeBron James jerseys. I see a LeBron James jersey obviously stays up here on the wall. They've got snacks as well. You can come in here. You can eat. They got chips and sodas and all that. I don't think they have any alcohol here, but you can't drink it here. But you can at least get a little bit of your snack on while you're going through some boxes or looking at some of the paraphernalia. They're also promoting the new movie out, Supergirl, that's going to be coming out here shortly. Are you going to see Supergirl, Dragon Ball? Are you a movie guy?
I am a movie guy, but it's been a long time since I've been a superhero movie guy.
So you don't. So you're not into that whole Marvel fanatical.
I was pretty much superhero movied out after the Age of Ultron movie. So that's how far back I go.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even go to see Endgame or anything like that in theaters. I know it was a monumental moment in our culture's time. You know, everyone needed to explain where they were when they heard Avengers Assemble. I was not one of those people who heard it in theaters, though.
There you go. Another a card we got in this latest box. We were joking about this. Was Chimere Dyke from the the Tennessee Titans, because J-Dub and I were talking about that last week when we were talking about all-purpose players and how where Bijan Robinson was on that list, and he's like, yeah, but the number one guy is Shamir Dyke, but he's primarily a guy that returns kicks in the National Football League. He didn't necessarily do it for running or catching like a Bijan Robinson or what's the guy from San Francisco whose name
Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, thank you, Christian McCaffrey. But I'm sorry, and it's Shamire DK. Okay, Shamire DK. I'm calling him Shamir Dyke. Shamire DK. So I should know that because DK. But yeah, congratulations to him, Shamire DK. I mean, he's got a nice card here. Although it's interesting. Some of these cards that you get here, it's like they're wearing their practice jerseys.
Yeah.
And then the other ones you get, like some of these are the game jerseys. Like his, you can clearly tell this is a practice shot versus a game or a game day shot. I don't know if that matters much, but I think I would rather have a card where the guy was actually wearing his game jersey versus like a practice jersey.
Yeah, you're mostly also getting it where card companies are getting these pictures of these guys before they've made an impact, and it's very similar to like when you beat somebody to a big Twitter update or breaking news kind of thing. You want to be the first person to put their likeness on a card to say that you were the first one to do it. And a lot of that is just due to the fact that they want to figure out if like these highly touted rookies or maybe some practice squad or, free agent signings from the draft and everything like that, if they're going to be able to break out and make a big impact, at least for the first couple of seasons on their team. So if you're that card company that made that card because you noticed that this guy was going to be a big thing first, then you always have that to hold over other people in that sphere. I'd imagine is probably a major factor on why you see those training camp photos showing up on a lot of people's first cards.
Shamire DK is actually is going to the Pro Bowl, so congratulations to him.
Congratulations to him. The Pro Bowl means nothing. The Pro Bowl means nothing anymore.
Well, that's why your guy Shedeur Sanders is there, right?
My guy Shedeur. I've got an issue with T.J. Watt being in the Pro Bowl. He only had like 11 sacks this season. No,
right?
He shouldn't be a Pro Bowler with 11 sacks.
Wait, Chimera? What is this? Can't pronounce Chimera. Was he first team All Pro too?
He may have been for like returners, probably.
Yeah, I mean he's first team All Pro. Wow, I mean he had over 1,000 yards in kick return yards, but it's and that's interesting just because it's such a different return game now in terms of the kickoffs. How would you? But again, obviously he was the best he was the best in the league in doing it. But it's just not kind of the same because you almost get a half running start on the rest of the defense. So I don't know. But
do we have a Pro Bowl spot for long snappers yet?
I don't think we do. No.
We should.
1,588 return yards. He averaged 26 yards a return this past year. Did Shamire DK. All right, so I guess I may have to hold on because, hey, look, if you're a first-team All-Pro, I don't care what you did. That's a pretty heavy designation. I've always said if you can be my baseline for Hall of Fame is 5 Pro Bowls and 3 All-Pro selections. So he's got 1-1 in his first season. So he's and I don't know if he's going to be a return guy his entire career, but he's clearly on his way to potentially being in that Hall of Fame conversation. Because Devin Hester, right? Devin Hester went in. Was that this past year that he went in, or was it the year before he went in? Yeah. So I mean, there are voters out there that are putting guys like that into Canton, Ohio. So
yeah, that's great. Let's go ahead and finally get Steve Tasker in there.
Yeah, hey, absolutely. There was no one better than Steve Tasker back in the day. You won't get an argument from me on that, but I'm going to hold on to that Shamire DK card as well that I pulled. Jack Beck, who I can't remember how many yards he had in that game last year for TCU against Arizona when they went down there and got their butts kicked. But it was a lot. It was a lot for sure. Unfortunately, he was the one that lost his brother in that tragedy in New Year's Day last year down on in New Orleans.
Right.
So, all right. So 520 again, 520-848-1290. We'll break some more boxes coming up later in this hour. I also want to let you know, join their mailing list. Head on over to ShowtimesCards.com. You can join their mailing list. They'll keep you up to date on all of the events that they've got going on here in Southern Arizona. Max Gruder, we'll talk to him. He goes to shows all over the country. We'll find out. He said he's already been to 3 shows this year. So when we bring him back on later in the hour, we'll get a sense for what those shows were all about that he had a chance to go to. Also coming up tonight, Arizona women's basketball on the road at Arizona State, the first meeting between Molly Miller and Becky Burke. Now, see, okay, so I came from an era, and again, I'm older. I came from an era where, especially in college basketball, it was always about the coaches. Like when I think back to like when I was growing up and the teams that I followed or the teams that I knew about in college basketball, the first person that comes to mind, now you'll remember some of the players, but the first person that comes to mind is generally the head coach. Like I remember I went to high school in Central Illinois. I was there. I was living in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois when Dick Versace was the head coach at Bradley. So I remember Bradley based on, silver-haired Dick Versace being in college before he eventually went on to become a head coach in the NBA. Nolan Richardson was at Tulsa with his flamboyant suits. He would always show up. He would walk out in this flamboyant blue suit. So Tulsa, to me, was Nolan Richardson in the early 80s. Coaches were always, obviously here, Lute Olson. It's always been about the coaches. Now you've got potentially with this rivalry, Arizona and Arizona State women's basketball, you've got the makings of, I think, two of the up-and-coming coaches on the women's basketball scene, and Molly Miller, who turned that program at GCU into something special during her time there, and now Becky Burke, who obviously WNIT champion last year, bringing the fire that she has coming out of the University of Tennessee program. I'm sorry, the Louisville program, and so she and Molly, to me, and we mentioned this when we were chatting with Derek Palmer. Because we don't really know a lot of these players on either team. There's no star on either of these teams. Not to disparage any of the players, but there are no stars on. There's no first team All-Americans on either the Arizona State women's basketball team or the University of Arizona women's basketball team. So to me, this game is about the two coaches. Would you agree or disagree with that, Dragon Ball?
Oh, no, I definitely would agree with that. The fact is that you get the overall, coaches in college basketball have almost like this, they're almost the CEO of the program that you really kind of gather a lot of what the program's mentality and what they are as a unit really are. When you looked at, the Lady Vols with Pat Summit, you looked at, UConn, and of course, Gino Ariema. You really got a hold of everything.
Mike Krzyzewski.
Yes, absolutely. So we absolutely see a lot of what those programs are and what they are supposed to stand for in those coaches. And we're getting to a point now where college sports as a whole, you're not getting that from coaches because they're moving on so quickly and they're not sticking around with their program for very long. And when you have that happen, you end up kind of losing, okay, what's the identity? Because let's be honest, when I grew up watching college football, I knew that FSU, that was Bobby Bowden. That was what the campus was. And I have always thought more college students probably know the name of the head coach of one of the sports on their campus was better than the name of the dean of their college when they graduated.
Exactly.
So that's kind of the mentality there. So you get these programs with young coaches that are getting into a position where they can really make their name on it. It's a fun thing to see because it's always going to be that comparison. And when you get it with rivalry schools like Arizona and ASU, it's even better because you start from not from the same spot, because obviously both these programs had a different beginning to this season in the off season, but nonetheless, it's definitely one that they can go ahead and say they started new eras at the same time, and now you get to see who's going to be moving a little bit further than the other in the first couple of go-rounds of this potential rivalry growing here.
520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We are joined by the third member of our team. Cricket is with us now. Cricket,
not here.
Cricket, you'll have to remind me when we were talking last week about this.
She's not in.
Okay, apparently we don't have Cricket quite yet. But I remember last week we were talking Dragon Ball about two fantasy card topics that we were wanting to talk about this week here. Do you remember what those two were? I think it was two of the fantasy like Pokemon style. So apparently now we do have Cricket. Cricket, you're with us.
She's getting set up here.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm putting my headphones on.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, she's got her headphones on.
Headphones on.
Okay, all right. Now we got Cricket with us. Cricket, last week we were talking about your nieces and and the cards that they're collecting. I need you to remind me what those two were so I can see if we have any of those in store. What were they were the fantasy along the lines of the Pokemon fantasy cards. What were those two cards that they were into?
They like One Piece and Demon Slayer, and probably anything anime.
It's One Piece,
Yes.
like peace sign.
Yes.
P-I-E-C-E, like a piece
Or,
of
yeah, piece
paper.
of pie.
Oh,
Or, yeah.
piece
I'm
of
thinking
paper.
about food.
P-I-E-C-E, One
Yes.
Piece
Yes.
and Demon Slayer.
Yes.
Okay, all right. We're gonna see if I'll see if we have any boxes here that we can break of One Piece or Demon Slayer before we get out of here tonight. All right, there's a whole lot going on in Southern Arizona right now. Of course, we talked about we got Gem Show happening this month. We've got Jazz Fest going on right now as well. But Cricket, coming up in March, the Cochise Country Festival is back again.
It is. And on Friday, we're going to have this really cool, sweet deal. Again, it's Cochise Country Music Festival, March 20th through the 22nd, Forever Ranch in Benson. Check this. You get 1 3-day VIP pass for only $289.50. That is half off. That's like VIP access. Like, you're rolling with the big dogs.
Yes.
And the
free food and drink.
All kinds of fun stuff. Yes, complimentary drinks and snacks, and even, this is really swanky, private restrooms.
Ooh, yeah, that's important at a festival, let me tell you.
It really is.
It is very important.
I agree. The Cochise Country Music Festival, it's going to feature Tracy Bird, Mark Chestnut, Rodney Atkins, Chris Cagle, Little Texas, Kelsey Hart, Emily Ann Roberts, and many, many more. Kids 10 and under are free, and that sweet deal on Friday morning at 8:30 at WildcatsRadio1290.com.
Do you have a favorite of those groups?
You know, I like all that kind of like a little bit older country. I like the new stuff too, but I'd probably say Chris Cagle. Maybe
Cagle.
Tracy Bird.
All right.
Yeah.
I've heard of Tracy Bird. I've not heard of Chris Cagle before. I do know, like I said, I told Dragon Ball, I do know Little Texas.
Yes.
I used to do a little bit. Kid you not, I did some DJing. But Chop thinks he's the big country music DJ. I did a couple nights in a couple country clubs back when I lived in Bakersfield back in the day. So I played a little bit of Little Texas back in the day.
You know what's up?
Yeah, I know exactly what's up. I know
Yes.
exactly what's up. So don't think I don't know about my country music. I know a little bit. Not a lot, not as much as I used to when I was back in my DJ life, but I know a little bit. All right, so Country Music Festival, Cochise Country Music Festival, that's a sweet deal, 8:30 a.m., WildcatsRadio1290.com. All right, we're going to hear from the Arizona women's basketball team when we come back. We'll hear from Becky Burke and Molly Ladwick as they get set for the Sun Devils tonight. Right now, Cricket getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
And from the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Collisions reported Sunrise Drive in Pontotoc, 22nd Street west of Country Club, also La Cholla and Wetmore. Some of those usual slowdowns for westbound Ajo at Mission. Also that southbound I-19 frontage road approaching Irvington. Travel there is picking up and getting busy. 48 the overnight low, 70 and partly cloudy tomorrow, 72 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. you're in good hands with Allstate.
Tobacco Barn presents the continuing saga of Captain Tobacco.
We're here at a local Tucson tobacco store where evil high tobacco prices have gone up yet again.
Look, up in the sky.
I'm Captain Tobacco, here to fight evil high tobacco prices.
My hero.
Remember, citizens, save up to 40% on your favorite tobacco products at Tobacco Barn.
Look at those muscles.
Stand back while I hang 5 on these evil high prices.
It's Tucson's only place to save up to 40% on all your favorite tobacco products. You'll pay no city or state sales tax because they're on the reservation. And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com.
He did it!
That's why I'm Captain Tobacco, fighting high tobacco prices everywhere.
Hooray! My hero.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway, just south of Valencia. Check tobaccobarntucson.com.
Tell them Captain Tobacco sent you.
Oh, brother.
Hey, Eugene, what's with the giant pile of scratcher tickets?
Just my next greatest idea ever.
Playing the lottery?
That's right, Doug. With all my winnings, I could enroll in the UberTube car repair classes and finally fix your car right. No more disasters, Doug. Your luck is about to change.
Well, then keep on scratching, Eugene.
Good luck, Eugene. But if you need a sure thing for your next set of tires or automotive repair, check out Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. With more than 35 Top Shop awards and our Partners Network 3-year nationwide warranty, you can count on Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care.
And check out this month's special savings.
You'll find an entire page of them online at jackfurriers.com. Savings on tires, oil changes, batteries, wheel alignments, and more.
So call ahead, make an appointment online, or just stop by any of our 14 area locations.
Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, here to get you there.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
What's that song that goes ba-da-da-da-da-da?
You mean la-di-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee?
No, he's talking about bum 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 bum. No, that's not it.
All right, guys, we don't have time for this. Furnaces are breaking down, and we promise we'll be there in one day.
That's it.
With Alaskan AC service guarantee, we'll arrive in one day or your repair is free.
Oh, that song.
One of my favorites. If you have a problem today, Alaskan AC will get to you within one day.
If we don't, the whole repair is free. No matter how
From hoses to hand tools, lighting to ladders, Grainger has the right stuff right when you need it, so you can fix, build, maintain, and more. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger.
Boom, chicken, boom.
I've never heard that.
Well, you're not
you
as
know, you feel
cultured as
Julie's
me.
pride.
You have about as much culture as a bowl of yogurt.
In one day or your repair is free.
AlaskanAC.com.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Revitalize your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select vanities and free delivery during our bath savings event. Plus, get up to 40% off select shower heads. No matter what style you're looking for, we've got you covered. Shop for your bathroom refresh at Lowe's. We help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
There are just 3 NFL head coach openings left after the Buffalo Bills named Joe Brady their head coach on Tuesday. Brady served as the Bills' offensive coordinator since 2024, the same season Josh Allen won the MVP. Brady becomes a head coach for the first time at just 36 years old. The Falcons introduced their new head coach, Kevin Stefanski, on Tuesday. Stefanski saying Atlanta is where he wanted to be. The team is hoping to hire a general manager soon, and then they'll look into the roster this offseason. But Stefanski says Michael Penix Jr. is someone he's very excited about. Another new coach being introduced as well, the Steelers welcoming Pittsburgh area native Mike McCarthy as their next head coach. McCarthy saying this city, this franchise, this fan base mean the world to him. When asked if he'd like Aaron Rodgers to return, McCarthy said, definitely, I don't see why you wouldn't. Rodgers and McCarthy were together for 13 seasons in Green Bay with the Packers. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
It's inbounded with 10 seconds to Trammell. Straight away Purdue. And now Cornfield with 7 seconds to shoot. Looking inside. Instead goes to the short corner right side on a skip pass. Trammell 3 seconds to shoot. Back up to Welch with 1 second remaining. She's got the 18-footer down.
Arizona State tonight on the women's basketball hardwood up in Tempe. Desert Financial Arena, 6:30 tip-off, coverage at 6:50 with Derek Palmer on Freedom 1400. Arizona has won 7 straight meetings against the Sun Devils. The Wildcats have owned this series, but the Devil people largely favorite tonight, you would think, coming into this will be the 111th all-time meeting between Arizona and Arizona State in women's basketball. The Wildcats have also won 10 of the last 12 in this rivalry. 71-69 last season in the regular season finale up at Desert Financial Arena. Let's hear from the head coach of your Arizona Wildcats, Becky Burke, and freshman shooting guard Molly Ladwick as they get ready to take on the Devils.
I love a good rivalry game, especially in a season where it's not going exactly the way that you want it. This game can do a lot for you as far as rejuvenation and feel-good vibes and just going up the road and beating somebody that is an in-state rival. So I'm really excited for the opportunity. Felt a little bit different in practice today, felt a little bit different in film today. I think we understand. We've got a lot of players that have played a lot of college basketball. We've got a lot of players that have played in some good rivalries, whether it's been in high school or college, and so they understand what it feels like. Players very excited either. We're really thrilled for the opportunity. So.
Yeah, we're just really excited, for just another game, another opportunity. As a group, we've just been so close all of these games, and just for another opportunity to go out there and show what we can do. And obviously a rival like this is awesome, and I'm excited to experience it for the first time. So yeah, we're excited.
For both of you, has Julie done much talking? I mean, she grew up in this rivalry with her grandfather and as a player.
Oh yeah, you feel Julie's pride for this program every day, and she doesn't do a ton of talking anyway outside the lines as far as I'm probably more the little trash talker and the little get them riled up type. But, you've got Julie, you've got Achol, you've got Callie. We've got a lot of people in our circle that are very passionate about what this rivalry means. And so, I'm a competitor. I'm always a competitor. The people that are the competitively natured people, even though they just got here, like, love a good little rivalry, love a good little reason to get a little more competitive and have a little bit more to play for. So, like I said, I don't think it'll be a problem for anybody to get up for this one.
And when you lived here, when you were up at Embry-Riddle, I mean, I'm sure even there you hear about this rivalry. So what, in that sense, what is your background about, knowing about what goes on between these two schools?
Yeah, I've felt it since the day that I stepped foot on campus. These are, we luckily get to play them twice, but you want to go 2-0 against them. You want to make sure you take care of business both times you play them. And it's just like any other. I played at Louisville. It's Kentucky Louisville. It's Arizona State. It's the same type of feel. It's the same type of rivalry. There will be no love lost in this one. I promise you that on either side. And so all records are out the window. It don't matter if it's we're undefeated and they haven't won a game or vice versa. It does not matter in a game like this. It is anything is up for grabs and records are out the window, and it's going to be the sense of pride and competitiveness that whoever wins this game is going to have more of.
And for you, Molly, as far as your development here, what do you think you have come along the most in, and what are you still looking to improve on?
Yeah, I think I've come a long ways in a lot of things. I think you could say that.
Yeah.
Defensively, I think I've gotten a lot better. Just keeping people in front of me, obviously, that needs to improve every day and for 4 years. But, I'd say that right now I think just keep working on my shot, 3-level scoring, just being able to make shots, suck in the defense, things like that. Right now I'm just think working on my shots the biggest thing.
I mean, when you lost Mickey, you have Cam, and do you think Molly can help fill some of that, the distance?
Yeah, definitely. They're two that can make shots. And, I saw Molly being aggressive against Iowa State. She's kind of been passive and letting the game come to her and trying to fit in, where I think against Iowa State she was trying to make plays. And that's what we need from her from this point forward. That's why she's here. That's why I put her on the floor. I don't put her on the floor to just be a body, right? Like, she was putting it on the ground, and she was, attacking, creating, driving closeouts, shooting when she was open. That's all things that we need her to do. Cam can stretch it and shoot it a little bit. So yeah, I think collectively it's not one person's job to fill Mickey's shoes, but for us to be able to space the floor and make some shots. That's why Cam and Molly played a lot of minutes against Iowa State, is because we needed two people that could do that, and I thought they did it effectively.
So Molly, going back to Iowa State, what kind of, how big was the support you got from family and friends and high school teammates and stuff?
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously, game closest to home for me. Got a lot of my family out there, friends, so that was fun. And just, having the opportunity to go out there and, again, be aggressive, show a little bit was really fun to do in front of my family.
As far as what you want, what do you see from ASU that you guys need to be most aware of?
We just need to take care of the ball. A lot of what they do is just based on them forcing turnovers and playing, speeding you up, making you uncomfortable, making you play their speed based on what they do defensively. Both two very scrappy, very good defensive teams in very different ways. We're a system defensive team, and they're a little bit of a one-on-one defensive team, shoot the gaps, go take chances, make things happen, and we're more of a system defensive team, but two great teams nonetheless. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was in the 40s. I really wouldn't. So going to be definitely a defensive battle. Two teams that I think, are really well coached and good players on each side. And like I said, I think everything goes out the window in this one, and may the better Arizona team win.
And you and Molly Miller both came in this year. She has a few more returners, but not a lot. Yeah. So what do you just have to say about the way both teams, it's a kind of a clear.
Yeah. She has a few more returners and had a few more weeks in the portal, and I will say that makes a big difference. But I'm taking my team all day, every day, so I wouldn't change a thing. And they did a great job recruiting. I think we did a good job recruiting, and so we're in a similar situation, but not really, I guess you could say. But yeah, we both had our challenges for sure coming in, and they've had some things go their way and some balls bounce their way and some calls go their way, and I'm happy for them and all that type of stuff. But yeah, similar situations, but I think different in a lot of ways too. But I have a ton of respect for Molly, and one of my coaches is on her staff. Obviously, there's just like, oh, I want to beat the bricks off them, but there's respect there too, and definitely a friendship and all those different types of things. But for those 40 minutes, like I'm not even gonna look that way. So.
How's Tanny?
Good. Just round the clock treatment was looking good today, and I think she'll be ready to go. But if not, we'll be ready as well.
So it's mostly just pain at the moment.
Yeah.
Scared.
About 30.
Pain, swelling. You know how ankle sprains are. So we'll obviously let our training staff make the decision on if she goes, when she goes, how long she goes. But I believe she'll be available.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that was Molly Miller, and Becky Burke and Molly Ladwick, the freshman guard for your Arizona women's basketball team, as the Wildcats get ready to take on the ASU Sun Devils tonight. Like she said, that those 2 weeks that they had, that extra 2 weeks in the portal, makes a huge difference in how you build your roster. And that was a team that we mentioned at the top of the show in Arizona State that got off to a 14-0 start to their season. So it's going to be fun. Molly Miller, Becky Burke, Wildcats, and the Sun Devils. Now, you heard Coach mention the availability report there. And so let's look. And I don't know that this has been updated quite yet for today's game in terms of today. Wildcats, in fact, did not have, I don't think they had the player she was talking about on the injury report as of yesterday, because they were discussing, because the only two players on the Wildcat side are Michaela Purdue, who we are aware is out, and Montana Dua has not played all season long. So we'll see exactly how it shakes out for the Arizona Wildcats tonight as they get up to Tempe for that game. All right, 520-848-1290. If you're headed up to Tempe for the game, we want to hear from you. 520-848-1290. You can call us. You can text us if you're going to be in the building tonight at Desert Financial Arena. We have 3 packs left to bust open on our 2025 NFL trading cards, the Optic. We're going to see if we can get one of those really cool cards. So we'll get back with Max Scooter and do that. We'll find out a little bit about, this is a young man. He works here, knows a lot about the trading card business, goes to a lot of shows. We'll find out what's he seen in the 3 shows that he's been to so far this year. DK on the Sports Tip. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Some slowing eastbound side of I-10 near Ajo, Keno. Traffic on Keno near Ajo. Some slowing there in that area of Ajo and Keno due to road work. Collisions, Sunrise Drive and Pontotoc. 22nd Street west of Country Club. Also La Cholla and Wetmore. 48 the overnight low, partly cloudy. 70 tomorrow, 72 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Never wait to see your family doctor again. At My Doctor Now, you don't need to take time off work or even schedule ahead. Open 7 days a week. It's your family doctor. Available same day, every day, guaranteed. Go to My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Discover luxury at BMW of Tucson, your premier BMW dealership. Explore our extensive inventory, lease specials, and state-of-the-art service. Visit us at the Tucson Auto Mall or at bmwoftucson.com today.
They say time flies like a sparrow.
And fruit flies like a banana. We're off to a great start.
If you two don't mind, I'd like to tell our customers about something they won't do in 2026.
I'm not doing a lot of things, like changing your socks.
Guys, I'm talking about no payments or interest for a full year on a new system.
Oh, people are going to like that. You should tell them.
As I was saying, Alaskan AC can install a brand new heating and air system and have no payments or interest. For a year.
365 days. 12 months.
You'll get all the comfort, and you won't write a check for a whole year.
Ha! Ron still writes checks. He's so old, the first picture of him was an oil painting.
You guys having fun?
I never have fun. I'm having a little fun.
This is big. With approved credit, get a spanking new furnace and AC system. No payments or interest for a year.
Spanking new? Ron talks old-timey.
Schedule your appointment today, whenever you want, online at AlaskanAC.com.
Hey, Eugene, what's with the giant pile of scratcher tickets?
Just my next greatest idea ever.
Playing the lottery?
That's right, Doug. With all my winnings, I could enroll in the UberTube car repair classes and finally fix your car right. No more disasters, Doug. Your luck is about to change.
Well, then keep on scratching, Eugene.
Good luck, Eugene. But if you need a sure thing for your next set of tires or automotive repair, check out Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. With more than 35 Top Shop awards and our Partners Network 3-year nationwide warranty, you can count on Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care.
And check out this month's special savings.
You'll find an entire page of them online at jackfurriers.com. Savings on tires, oil changes, batteries, wheel alignments, and more.
So call ahead, make an appointment online, or just stop by any of our 14 area locations.
Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, here to get you there.
En garde!
U.S. Olympians do it, your neighbor's kid does it, and yes, it's the only socially acceptable way to carry a sword: fencing. No, not the kind that keeps dogs in. This is the Olympic and Paralympic sport for all ages. Fencing is fun, safe, and welcoming. Physical chess that builds both body and mind. Kids and adults make friends fast, stay active, and even open doors to college programs nationwide. Learn more and find beginner classes near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Revitalize your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select vanities and free delivery during our bath savings event. Plus, get up to 40% off
DK, we
select
have
shower
Andy on the line.
heads. No matter what style you're looking for, we've got you covered. Shop for your bathroom refresh at Lowe's. We help, you save. While supplies last.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard.
Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
The new era of UFC on Paramount Plus continues with UFC 325 live from Australia. Catch featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski in a rematch of his epic title fight against Diego Lopez, and the always dangerous Dan Hooker throws down with dynamic finisher Benoit Saint Denis in a high-action lightweight showdown. UFC fans, pay-per-view just got knocked out. Catch UFC 325 on Saturday, January 31st, only on Paramount Plus. Stream every fight live with one subscription. Visit ParamountPlus.com/UFC to get started.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Call us, text us at that number. Coming to you live from Showtime Cards on Speedway, Wild Card Wednesday. Busting open boxes here as we get you ready for Super Bowl Sunday. We opened up some NFL cards last hour with our guy Max Gruder, who rejoins us. We'll open up some more now. But before we get to Max, we got a caller on the line. Let's take a call first. Let's hear from Andy. You're on DK on the Sports Tip.
Hey, thank you for taking my call. Really enjoy your show.
Hey, Andy, before you keep going now, I'm going to have to limit you because you've been calling every day now. Don't make me have to put you on the 2-call list.
Oh, is that right?
Okay,
well,
3 calls a week.
Okay, well,
right.
I'm just so happy to get in every time. It's a great show.
Well, thank you.
I just want to be part of it.
Appreciate it.
Anyway, so first question.
Yeah.
We've had great seasons. We, meaning the community and watching the University of Arizona basketball, has had great seasons in the past, but that always hasn't translated to great performances in the tournament. I guess my question is, what's going to be different this year? We have a great, super young team. How's that going to translate into the tournament? Because you're one and done. Any team can gun you down if they get hot. So kind of worried about that. A second question is, Cardinals, will they ever pick a head coach? And are they seriously considering Ron Rivera?
Yeah, I heard Matt LaFleur's name.
Well, hey, that would be great. I think that would be – if they could do that, man, I'm hats off to them, because Matt LaFleur is a good coach. But I think Ron's seen his better days, but who knows? And then my observation is this. Don't you think the Pittsburgh Steelers selection of Mike McCarthy, they needed to kind of prop him up a little bit because his suit looked a little bit too tight on him? I mean, that man has to stop eating at buffets or something, because those suits are not getting any smaller.
No, they're not. But that's the only time. That's the only time of year he has to wear a suit. He doesn't have to put on another suit the rest of the year after that. In terms of your Wildcat your question though, Andy, I think the one thing, it's clear what sets this team apart, and that's the fact that they've been able to go into any venue and win. They've been able to go in hostile road environments and win. They've been able to go into neutral hostile road environments like Birmingham and Los Angeles and win. They've been able to go into just neutral site environments like against Florida and win. And so I think that's what sets this team apart. Now, you're absolutely right. That might not mean anything in March if you get a team like BYU shot the last 8 minutes for 40 minutes. Because if you get a performance like that where a team shoots the doors, you're talking they made 13 of 34 3-pointers, so they only shot 33%. If you get a team that shoots closer to 38 or 39 on those 34 3-point shots, you're probably going to lose in March.
And the best player in the country shot 6 for 24.
And like he said, the best player in the country. Yeah, AJ, and that too. We don't talk a lot about reffing on our show because again, we'll let the fans, if they want to talk about that, that's fine. But hey, guys, people are out there, humans are out there. You may run into some of those instances. That could happen. Yes.
Okay. And how about the Cardinals situation? Will they find a coach soon?
Well, of course they'll find a coach.
Or are they going to really go?
They're going to find a coach. I don't know if it's going to be anything better than what they had in Jonathan Gannon. You're clearly at this point not going to get an established NFL name in terms of someone who has head coaching experience. You're at this point probably hiring another coordinator. If Pete Carroll, that name came up yesterday in conversation, not as it related to the Cardinals.
I like it for the Cardinals.
Not as it related to the Cardinals, but as it related to whether he'll coach again. Actually came up today. I was talking to somebody who asked if he would ever coach again in the NFL. I said I didn't think so.
I see the fire in his belly still.
Well,
and he can put a suit on, and it could work for him.
I'll tell you what. I would much prefer Pete Carroll than any of those coordinators who I've never heard of.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, there you go.
All
Hey,
right.
thanks a lot for humoring me. I'm going to put myself in restriction. I won't call you for another week.
Well, you can call Saturday. Oh, you can call on game day, Andy. You can call back Saturday after the game.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate.
that. All right,
That's
have
not
a
that
good
we
one.
don't appreciate you, Andy, because we love you. I just can't have you calling every single day. All right. There we go. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Max Scooter rejoins us here. Max, before we get to back to the NFL, we're going to pop some more boxes here. So our traffic person is Cricket. And we a couple weeks ago we were here. We were talking about the Pokemon cards. And we opened up some boxes of Pokemon cards. But she has a niece who's into the One Piece and the Demon Slayer. Are those popular right now on the card scene? Do you know much about One Piece and Demon Slayer?
One Piece has been super popular. It's kind of overtaken Pokemon.
Really?
In a sense, like a lot of people are looking for it. Like at the shows I'm at too. Like it's picked up the most.
So what is that? Explain for people that don't know much about One Piece. Because people have heard of Pokemon, but I don't know if a lot of people. Like when she said One Piece and Demon Slayer, I had no idea.
One Piece is a show.
Okay, it's a
right.
show.
So it's like a super.
Show.
Yeah, it's a long show. Like I forget how many. It's a crazy amount of episodes.
Okay. Is it anime or is
it's
it
anime?
Okay,
it's anime. Yeah, that's what it is. And then they did something off the show, and they've released almost like 20 sets now to this point. And
okay.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about it, but
now do you guys carry that?
We
here,
do carry it. We do
carry
it. Yeah.
How about Demon Slayer?
I don't know about Demon Slayer.
Okay, you don't know about
nothing on that.
Now, Dragon Ball, you knew a little bit about Demon Slayer, correct?
Yes, I did.
So refresh the folks about Demon Slayer.
Well, Demon Slayer, it's a show where like a bunch of characters.
So it's that's a show as well.
Yeah, it's another anime. Again, a lot of like samurais go hunting demons and stuff like that. Very, very much what the show's title is. That's what the show's about. And then One Piece, I mean, like it was said, just right now, it's still currently sitting at just, I want to say it's inching closer to that 2,000, maybe 3,000 episode mark. It's a very long-running series. I mean, it was around when I was still in grade school.
Oh, wow.
That's how long ago we have to think about how long One Piece has been around. So the fact that it's just getting into trading cards is kind of more the surprise than the fact that it's gotten popular yet.
What about video games? Are there are there cards that are derived from, like, I know Fortnite was huge. Is there a Fortnite card thing going on?
Yeah, like you got this Minecraft box. To me, it's like they're just reaching for, like, they're just making and making. That's how I look at it. Yeah,
that's like the supplemental. If we want to just make something that people are gonna buy just to sell something,
right?
That's
exactly
That's what we're doing right
like
there
it's literally pure consumerism. Those cards, yeah.
Exactly. Max Scooter joins us. So Max, you said you've been to 3 shows this year already. We talked to you once before just about some of these shows you go to. So you said you went to one in Dallas, which was huge.
Yeah.
You went to another one in Phoenix. So when you went to the one in Dallas, what was that? Just what were you looking for something specific there? What was that show all about?
No, I was looking to sell a lot of my stuff. Dallas is every 2 months, and it's a huge show. Like, I know a lot of the people I deal with on, like, Instagram and stuff, they all go there, so I know I'm going to sell a lot of my stuff. And like I said, this was the most I'd ever seen, people-wise. And usually there's a lot of people in January, but this, and, people talking about how they think the cards are going to go down or when's this bowl going to end. And it looks like it's staying strong, honestly.
So what were some of the big things you sold down there? Or did you sell anything at all? Or what?
I sold a ton of stuff, but I mean, the best thing I got was probably a Brady Contenders rookie autograph.
Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing I got from there.
So now, did you go down there looking for something like that, or you just like you get there and is like some that laid out on? How do you find that? How do you find that?
Well, my buddy had it.
Oh, your buddy.
Yeah,
okay.
and well, a lot of it you could find. There's so much stuff people have just like we'd be at like a table like this, and you'd literally just have showcases of cards just out, and you walk around and
if you see something you like
in Dallas, you would find anything. Yeah. You could, if you were looking for a specific card,
Right.
One Piece, Pokemon, sports, you'll find it.
Now, are these like? I mean, that's a show, but are there conventions too?
You know, it's in a convention. It's actually at a Marriott convention center.
Right,
like
yeah.
it's in a hotel, but downstairs is a convention center.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Max Scooter joining us. All right, we got. Let's pop over some more cards before we get to the top of the hour here, Max. I'm gonna
See
do
what
one,
you get.
and you'll do one, and then we'll keep our last one for last. Ashton Genty. We
That's
lost,
nice. That's
we
a
lost
good way to
money
start.
on him. He didn't get to 10 touchdowns this year, but he only had 5. But still,
I mean, how much are you putting?
Not a lot. Not a lot. Not trust me. We don't have enough money to be betting a bunch of money. Darnell Mooney. All right, wide receiver. That looks. I think he was a rookie this.
You got
past
the
year,
hollow
yeah.
there on that.
Okay, now the hologram.
Yep.
That's a hologram card there. Okay, all right. So that's potentially Geno Smith. All right, didn't have a great year for the Raiders. That didn't quite work out. That's why we're talking about Pete Carroll and Tua Tech. So we got two starting quarterbacks out of that pack right there. We
Right,
got Tua,
two starting quarterbacks that I'm not sure they should be starting.
That is
Will we see them next
definitely
year?
not Drake
right?
May or Sam Darnold.
Let's see what
in
I
that
got.
box right there.
Curtis Rowe. I've never heard. Here's another
Oh,
quarterback.
boy.
I've never heard of him.
Curtis
Roke.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know if you'll ever see him. Garrett Wilson, play action. See, this is a little insert they do.
Okay.
Play action.
There you go.
See, next.
Well, and that's interesting because we were talking about that, Max, in the segment after you were on the first time. Some of these you can clearly tell are game, but some of these are practice.
Yeah, like that Geno's weird, right?
Yeah,
like
that Geno
doesn't-
looks like a practice. I like the one, this one here, the Chimere DK. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, he's clearly in a practice
that's a practice.
jersey, right?
Does it matter? I mean, do people do like?
They don't like it.
Yeah,
They don't like it.
yeah. You would want a game.
Of course. I mean, just because, like, look how much better it, right? Than Chimere DK in a obvious practice jersey,
Exactly.
right? Yeah, people don't like that stuff. They don't. People get mad about it when they do that.
Right.
Edgerrin James, throwback
Ooh,
there.
His son,
Cool.
his son plays basketball in the Big 12.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jizzle.
That's cool.
Cincinnati Bearcats.
Then this is someone that should be a starter.
There
Dak
we
Prescott.
go. Dak Prescott.
Definitely should be a starter.
How about that?
Yep.
Absolutely. There you go. All right.
All right.
So that's what we broke in our second. So we'll save that last one. We got one more box there. One more pack we'll break in the next hour with our guy Max Guter, who is kind of running things here because we want to send out get wells out to our man George Maurice, who is not here under the weather. But Max doing a tremendous job out here getting everybody. So what's people have been coming in today? Anybody looking for anything in particular today here in the store?
Nothing in particular. No,
Yeah.
nothing in particular. I don't think anything dropped too crazy today. I think there's
Okay.
something coming out tomorrow, but I don't think anything sports
And
dropped
don't
today.
forget, we got 3 boxes here of NBA cards you can get for $21, normally $29.99, because your Wildcats are 21-0 to start the season. Max, appreciate you as always.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you one more time.
Yep.
Max Guter here at Showtime Cards. It is DK on the Sports Tip. 520-848-1290 is the number to get on the program. We have one more pack of NFL trading cards that will break. We're still looking for that magical card. We haven't quite gotten it yet. We did get a nice Jackson Dart card here with the purple rim around it here. I'll show you that one more time. And so we're going to hold on to that one for sure and see if that transpires. Maybe, hey, last year, Drake May. This year, last year, Drake May, rookie, second year, Super Bowl. This year, Jackson Dart, rookie. Maybe next year with John Harbaugh, Super Bowl. And that card will be worth something real nice for us. Dragon Ball, tell us what's happening in sports in Southern Arizona and around the world.
Well, right now, just looking ahead to the campus, Arizona campus action, I should say. The swimming and diving team started up their Lumberjack invite tomorrow, again against NAU. This is going to be going on throughout the weekend. And track and field at the John Thomas Terrier Classic up in Boston starting on Friday. Men's tennis battle Pepperdine on Friday as well. And the Gym Cats will be up in Provo to meet against BYU on the same day. Meanwhile, Saturday, you'll have women's tennis battling SMU and the University of Texas. And Wildcats men tip off against Arizona State on Saturday at 12 o'clock noon. And the Suns may be down a number of their star scorers, but that doesn't stop them from managing to come out on top against the Nets as they dominate the paint against Brooklyn. The victory comes up and puts a stop to a 2-game losing streak. Mark Williams was one of the surprise offensive stars in the contest, and he spoke on how being down both Jalen Green and Devin Booker seemed to open things up down low for the Suns.
It was a little bit easier just based off the fact of how they were guarding us. And call it what it is, we got, guys out, Book's out, Jalen's out, CG's out. So that also was probably a factor too. I think a combination of all those things and my teammates finding me early, getting me going, and just getting it into a rhythm. I think that led to a lot of open shots for us. Like I said, we had a lot of points in the paint, 72 points in the paint. So I think from there it was just how we were able to get going.
Again, the Suns have the day off before taking on the East-leading Pistons tomorrow. And a major shakeup could be on the horizon for the NBA as two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo appears ready for a new home ahead of next week's trade deadline in the NBA. This coincides with several teams reported making aggressive offers to obtain Giannis, and after he informed the Bucks, according to sources, for months now, that it may be time to part after 12 years in Milwaukee. Currently, the Bucks sit at 12th place in the Eastern Conference and currently saddled in a 3-game losing streak. And I'm Dragon Ball with your 2020 Sports Update on Wildcats Radio 1290.
There's a Visa credit card out there that gets you $300 cash back, up to 4 times the points on purchases, and comes from your trusted credit union. Buyers rejoice. The ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card does it all and rewards it all. For nights in, out, and everything in between, there's only one card to reach for. Apply today. $300 cash back when you spend $1,000 a month for the first 3 months after opening the card. Visit iccu.com/rewards for complete terms and conditions on approved credit.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Some slowing from the northbound I-19 merge onto westbound I-10, eastbound I-10 slowing near Ajo Kino. Collisions, Sunrise Drive and Pontotoc, also 22nd Street west of Country Club. 48 the overnight low, 70 partly cloudy tomorrow, and 71 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Refresh your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Reimagine your bathroom and get up to 40% off select faucets during Lowe's Bath Savings event and transform your space. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time to visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Ask about our 60-day pool. To be summer ready, First Choice is the only choice.
Hey, man. It's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
Progressive Commercial knows truckers can expect the unexpected when driving, but a little heads up like this would still be nice.
This is the pothole you're about to hit and blow a tire on. Afterwards, you'll say, boy, that came out of nowhere, which is funny considering I've been here the whole time. Because I'm a pothole. Over.
Be ready for the unexpected with heavy truck roadside assistance available 24/7 year-round. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to terms and limits. Not available in all states.
Save more on the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 35% off select major appliances and choose from our wide lineup of top brands. Plus, save $100 on a Little Giant 22-foot multi-position ladder. Now just $189. Built for strength, flexibility, and job site versatility. Pros, these savings will only be here for a limited time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 1/30 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
We are the rush, the pulse, the thrill you didn't see coming. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol, where Tucson's best just got better. Join Club Soul today and get $20 free play. That's right, your first play is on us. Play, earn, and unlock exclusive rewards that take your experience to the next level. More thrills, more perks, more of what makes Casino del Sol unforgettable. We are Club Soul, only at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
The American Red Cross is facing a severe blood shortage, and donors are needed right now to make sure life-saving care isn't delayed for accident victims, surgery patients, and those facing critical treatments for cancer and chronic blood disorders. The Red Cross blood supply has dropped about 35% in recent weeks. There's no time to wait. Make an appointment today to give blood by using the Red Cross Blood Donor app, visiting redcrossblood.org, or calling 1-800-RED-CROSS to schedule your donation. Take action and help save lives.
En garde! Ever wanted to try an Olympic sport but think you're too old, too out of shape, too busy, or that those sports are just too unsafe? Think again. Fencing is taking the nation by storm, and it's a safe, fun, engaging sport that's perfect for everyone. Any age, any skill level. Classes are safe, active, engaging, and community-driven. No experience needed, and most clubs offer loaner gear for beginners. Learn more and find beginner classes near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, final hour of our show from Showtime Cards here on Speedway Wildcard Wednesday. Head on down here for no other reason than I've got NBA boxes here. Normally we break NBA boxes for $34.99 on show days, but today we're breaking these for $21 because the Wildcats men's basketball team is 21-0 to start the season. Can they stretch that to 22? We'll find out on Saturday when they head to Tempe to take on the Arizona State Sun Devils. The ladies are going to be in Tempe. In fact, they are in Tempe right now because they'll play there in about an hour and a half against the Sun Devils. First meeting between Becky Burke and Molly Miller. Now, you heard from Becky Burke and Molly Ladwick in the last hour, the press conference that they had yesterday. And towards the end of that press conference, you heard Becky Burke talking about, as she was asked by Kim Doss about a player that was injured. That player she was asking about was Tanyelle Welch, who injured an ankle and did not play a large part of the second half of the game against Iowa State. So we just recently, as of like minutes ago, top of the hour, got the most recent availability report for tonight in the Big 12 on the women's side. Now, you'll remember these availability reports come out twice for basketball. They come out the day before the game, 24 hours before the game, and then the second one comes out 90 minutes before tip-off. So with tip-off at 6:30, we just got the availability report for the game tonight between the Wildcats and the Sun Devils. Now, Tanyelle Welch is not listed on the injury report today. She was not listed on the injury report from yesterday either, although she obviously is dealing with an ankle situation, and it appears could potentially be, although, again, Becky Burke said she anticipated that Tanyelle Welch would play. So I would imagine if she anticipates that she would play, then there might not be any need to put her on the injury report if she is a go. The only two players on the injury report for the Arizona Wildcats are Michaela Purdue, who will continue to miss action due to that injured wrist, and Montea Dew, who has not played the entire season for the Arizona Wildcats due to the knee injury she suffered in the season finale last year against NAU, the second knee injury that she has suffered in her basketball career. So not sure if she'll play at all this year. I would think at this point probably not likely. Wildcats have not had their leading scorer, Michaela Purdue, since the game against BYU. That was back on January the 2nd. So she's been out 3 full weeks with that injured wrist. And the Wildcats, over the course of that time, have now played a grand total of 4 games without her. And I'm sorry, they have played 4 games without her, and they have lost all 4 of those games. 58-55 to Central Florida. On the road, 78-62 at TCU. 80-69 at home against Kansas. And then the game of the weekend, losing by 25 on the road at Iowa State, 90-65. So they'll go in, likely an underdog tonight against Arizona State in Tempe. Tip-off at 6:30. Coverage at 6:15. Derek Palmer will have that for you over on Freedom 1400. All right, 520-848-1290. Again, if you're heading up to the game tonight, you're in your car right now, we'd love to hear from you on what you hope to see, what you anticipate you'll see, what your expectations are for this first career matchup between Molly Miller and Becky Burke. We are again at Showtime Cards here on Speedway, breaking boxes. We have 1 pack left of the NFL 25 trading cards that we are going to get into. We already pulled that Jackson Dart. So, Dragon Ball, we've actually pulled quite a few, at least my cards. We've pulled quite a few starting quarterbacks. I've got Jackson Dart. I've got Tua Tagovailoa. I pulled Geno Smith, so I don't really have a lot, big-time guys. But we're drafting some quarterbacks here.
Do you want to know a fantastic thought I had when we finally figured out who was going to the Super Bowl?
Who's that? What's that?
Do you want to know what the Seahawks and the Raiders have in common?
Other than the fact that Pete Carroll coached for both teams.
Geno Smith was the quarterback for both of those teams.
How about that?
The Seahawks were one Geno Smith away from being a Super Bowl winning team, and the Raiders were just mediocre enough to not be the first overall pick until they had Geno Smith on their team.
How about that? Yes, you are absolutely right about that. Geno Smith played for both of them. I forgot he played for the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Well, for the Seahawks and the Raiders.
The Raiders. I'm sorry, the Seahawks and the Raiders.
Yeah, he went with Pete to Las Vegas, but didn't have a lot of success with that.
He got drafted by the Jets, though. Was he drafted by the Jets?
Got drafted by the Jets, coming fresh out of West Virginia. Had that big game. I believe it was against the Patriots where they won and came back. And then after that, just kind of had a long downhill slide for his career moving forward.
Yeah, it's been a tough road for Geno Smith for sure. But he flashed. He's one of those guys. He's kind of like, to me, he's kind of very much like Jacoby Brissett. I mean, he's a guy that can win you some games. He's going to flash at times. He's got a really good arm, but I don't know if he's the kind of guy that you really want being your starting quarterback that you anticipate that can take you deep into the postseason. But he's certainly the caliber of a quarterback who can win you some games if you need to. Probably more suited in a quality number 2 role on a good team. I put him in a number 2 on a good team. And I think if your starter goes down, you can survive for 4, 5, 6 games with Geno at the helm.
A couple of decent seasons there in Seattle. He had a 30 touchdown season with the Seahawks there in 2022, and had an interesting couple of stops there before he got to Seattle, including a stop with the New York Giants in 2017. You mentioned how he could be a good backup. Problem is that most of the places where he's been a backup have not had a lot of good things in front of him on the depth chart. Again,
that's what I'm saying. Put him on a good team.
Let's not forget, though, Geno was the guy who was in charge of breaking Eli Manning's consecutive start streak in New York that year. So there's a whole other level of maybe don't have Geno Smith on your roster, because it seems like odd or bad things just follow Geno wherever he seems to go when it comes to the record of his teams.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Okay, so Dragon Ball, you're going to be off coming up for a couple of days. We won't talk to you again until probably next week. Do the Wildcats get to 22-0 this weekend and break the all-time record for wins to start a season against the rival Sun Devils.
I certainly do think that the Cats go ahead and come away 22-0 to finish off the month of January here. It's going to be interesting because I mentioned it to JW a while back, was that this was going to be an interesting point in the season for them because you have the shortest turnaround between games from Saturday to Monday, which we saw when they faced off against BYU on Monday. And now they have really, in essence, the longest layoff in between games until the next one, because this next Saturday game is going to be the last one we see until I believe the next Saturday after
the following
that.
Saturday, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens with this team and how they adjust to not having any game action for that long period of time, because sometimes when the hamstrings get a chance to rest, it takes a while to get them kicking back on. It's like a diesel engine in that if you don't have it going consistently, sometimes it just doesn't want to go quite as well as it had in the past.
But when they come back to that following Saturday, that's going to be another one of those Saturday, Monday turnarounds, because they'll play Saturday, and I believe they play Texas Tech, and then they'll play Kansas. So it'll be another. I mean, and that obviously you're talking about the first one they had to do, West Virginia, BYU, but Texas Tech, Kansas. That's going to be a really difficult 2-game stretch there to have to turn around and play in a 48-hour period after they get their 1-week rest from Arizona State. Should be interesting, though. 520-848-1290. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk some NBA. We haven't gotten into the NBA. The Suns have tripped up a little bit of late because of the injury to Devin Booker. So we'll dive into that and where the Suns stand. Still playing, again, still playing really good basketball. They've lost a couple in a row, but they still are trending up, I would say, in the National Basketball Association. The question now obviously becomes, where does this injury go? How long is Devin going to be out? And what that's going to do. I mean, a much-needed win last night at home to the Suns to snap that 2-game losing streak and get back on the winning trend. But how are they dealing with now not having their star after they had to go so long without Jalen Green? And then, of course, Dillon Brooks is out there acting up again. And, you worry. I mean, if you're a Suns fan, you have to worry, I think, that you like the edge. I think as a Suns fan, you like the edge that he brings to this team, but it has to be a controllable edge for Dillon Brooks. It can't be him going nuts out there every night, drawing technicals every night, and putting himself in a situation where he's going to be suspended and not be on the floor to be a factor for this team. Controlled chaos. Can Dillon Brooks control the chaos that he brings to this Phoenix Suns team? To me, that's the most important thing when you talk about that guy and what he and the role that he currently plays on this team that is 28-19 on the year. We'll dive into all that when we come back. DK on the sports tip. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic. Some slowdowns from the northbound I-19 merge onto westbound I-10. Southbound on La Cholla at Ajo, also westbound Ahoway at Mission Road, and westbound Speedway Boulevard at Main Avenue. 48 the overnight low, 70 partly cloudy tomorrow, and 70 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance is making it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
They say time flies like a sparrow.
And fruit flies like a banana. We're off to a great start.
If you two don't mind, I'd like to tell our customers about something they won't do in 2026.
I'm not doing a lot of things. Like changing your socks.
Guys, I'm talking about no payments or interest for a full year on a new system.
Oh, people are going to like that. You should tell them.
As I was saying, Alaskan AC can install a brand new heating and air system and have no payments or interest for a year.
365 days.
12 months.
You'll get all the comfort, and you won't write a check for a whole year.
Ha! Ron still writes checks. He's so old, the first picture of him was an oil painting.
You guys having fun?
I never have fun. I'm having a little fun.
This is big. With approved credit, get a spanking new furnace and AC system. No payments or interest for a year.
Spanking new? Ron talks old-timey.
Schedule your appointment today, whenever you want, online at AlaskanAC.com.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Revitalize your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select vanities and free delivery during our bath savings event. Plus, get up to 40% off select shower heads. No matter what style you're looking for, we've got you covered. Shop for your bathroom refresh at Lowe's. We help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
Start the new year in a new Buick or GMC and save big now at Royal Buick GMC. Lease the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Edition for $277 per month for 24 months. Upgrade the family to a new 25 Buick Enclave for $375 a month for 24 months. Or go electric in the 2026 GMC Hummer EV pickup for $760 a month for 36 months. OAC must lease with GM Financial. No security deposit. Lease mileage charge of 20 cents per mile over 10,000 miles per year. See dealer for details. G9196 3499 due at signing. B34186 4500 due at signing. G9192 6000 due at signing. Offers end 2/2/26. New Year's savings won't last. Hurry in and save now at Royal Buick GMC in the Tucson Auto Mall or RoyalTucson.com.
Get ready, Arizona. The biggest country party of the year is back. March 20th through 22nd at the scenic Forever Ranch in Benson for the 5th annual Cochise Country Music Festival. Tracy Bird, Mark Chestnut, Rodney Adkins, Chris Cagle, Little Texas, Kelsey Hart, Emily Ann Roberts, and many more. Bring the whole family. Kids 10 and under get in free. 3 days of nonstop music, 2 stages, dance floors, and after parties till 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday. RV camping, tent camping, and only 45 minutes from Tucson. The ultimate weekend getaway in southern Arizona. March 20th through 22nd at the Forever Ranch in Benson. Get your camping and show tickets now. CochisCountryFest.com.
And this Friday, we have a sweet deal for you from Cochise Country Music Festival. You can get one 3-day VIP pass for just $289.50, originally $579. And this sweet deal will go on sale this Friday morning at 8:30 at WildcatsRadio1290.com.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports. Tennis superstar and 2-time major winner Coco Gauff was just shockingly eliminated from the Australian Open. Yesterday, the third-ranked American was defeated in the quarterfinals by Ukrainian Alina Svitolina. Gauff struggled with her serve all match. She recorded 5 double faults in the first set alone and finished with 26 unforced errors. After she left the court, she was seen smashing her racket, a moment she thought was out of sight of the cameras. The straight set loss was a tough one to take for the young tennis phenom.
I don't know, I just felt like all the things that I do well, I just wasn't doing well today. The backhand wasn't firing, forehand wasn't really firing returns, and I credit it to her because she forced me to play like that. It's not like I just woke up and yeah, today was a bad day, but you know, bad days are often caused by your opponent.
With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Maggie Gray on Westwood One.
At Straight Talk, we get it. You say no a lot.
Mom, can I get a tarantula?
No.
Coffee?
No. So we're giving you more reasons to say yes, like a free 5G phone with real unlimited data with select plan activation.
Can I use the free phone?
Yes. See? Doesn't it feel good to say yes to more?
Absolutely. Face tattoo? Absolutely not.
Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. In-store activation of Gold Unlimited plan or higher required. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Need to sell your house fast? Whether you're facing foreclosure, stuck with bad tenants, or just ready for a fresh start, House Buyer Network can help. We buy homes as is for cash. No fees, no commissions, no repairs. Get a fair cash offer in just 24 hours and close in as little as 7 days. Call 833-719-5877 now for your free no-obligation offer. That's 833-719-5877. House Buyer Network. Fast cash, no hassle.
Offers are typically below market value in exchange for speed and convenience. Call for details.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We're coming to you live from Showtime Cards on Speedway. We've got one more pack from the NFL set that we are going to bust open here before we get out of here today. Road show last couple of days. We've been on the road to the Omni Tucson National yesterday for the National Invitation Tournament, men's golf. Arizona finished second. One shot behind Texas. Philip Yakupchik was the winner on the individual side at 14 under. And then we'll be back on the road next. We're not going to go to Tempe. We thought about it, but this particular year, it just wasn't going to work to maybe make a trip up to Tempe for the game. So, but we will be back on the road, especially with 2 road trips already this week and another next week, as we'll be down Tuesday afternoon, I should say, down on campus for the celebration of Arizona's national champion triathlon team, second consecutive national title for that group. So we'll be there Tuesday for that ceremony to honor those young ladies. All right, let's time now for our Westwood One Sports top plays. And last night, Dragon Ball, we had actually, it was not last night. It was last night. Yeah, it was last night. Last night, we had the Thunder against the Pelicans was the game. And the play was so this is what they told us to do. They told us to take the Thunder and lay the 14.5 points. So what have we been doing? We've been going against what they tell us to do because we were losing so much money. So we took the Pelicans and the 14.5 points in that game. And what happened last night? The Thunder only won by 9. So we took the Pelicans and the 14.5 points, and we came out winners in that one. So happy about that. So again, this whole flipping what they tell us to do is actually working out pretty well. I'm going to give you the totals. I haven't totaled it all up, but I'm going to give you the totals. I also got to build in all of our I got to build in the winnings and losings from all of our NFL preseason picks that we had, our preseason props. So once I build all those in, we'll have some totals for you either today or tomorrow on the show. So there you go. And I think if I'm not mistaken, we've got another NBA pick for you tonight. So let's roll into that.
I'm Pat Boyle here to help you beat the books at Westwood One Sports. Both play the Pacers in Indy, and this is a matchup that Pascal Siakam has dominated in each of the first 2 meetings this year. In the first meeting on November 29th, Siakam had 24 points and 9 rebounds. In the second meeting a week later, he had 36 points and 10 boards. The Bulls have been a bottom 5 defense all year long and a bottom 10 defense against the center position. Take the over on Siakam's points plus rebounds. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
All right, so the play there is the over Pascal Siakam points plus rebounds. I like it. See, now that football's over, we're actually getting into some pretty interesting props on the NBA, and we'll see if they give us anything on the hockey side. I don't know how many of those guys up there know much about hockey, but we'll try to see if we can get anything there. That game actually has just begun, and the Bulls and the Pacers early. And also, we've got the Lakers and the Cavaliers. That game is underway as well. Could be you never know. Might this be LeBron James's last game in Cleveland, where he helped the Cavaliers win their only NBA title back in 2016? That could be a question of the day. Dragon Ball, do you think this, would you, yes, true or false, this is LeBron James's last game in Cleveland?
Not unless he wants to play one more season in the NBA, because I'd imagine Cleveland will give him a 1-year goodbye tour contract, to say the least.
So bring LeBron back to the Cavaliers for one more go-around with this team.
That would be something that I definitely could see happening, but definitely for tonight, you may see LeBron on the floor more often than he's probably prepared for, because I believe Luka Doncic left this court a little bit ago with looked like a turned ankle here.
Oh boy!
On the sides of the I don't know if you noticed the court there in Cleveland's got a little bit of an elevated court where they have a dip where the benches go.
Where the benches go, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like he may have turned his ankle near that edge of the court, so we may end up seeing LeBron in this game a bit more than he was initially expecting to already be out there for his 30-plus minutes. He might be out there for about now 40 if they don't have Luka back from that injury.
That's not good. That's not good at all. We mentioned, though, the Suns got a win last night. A much-needed win after 2 straight losses. No Devin Booker, but let's hear how they got it done.
Mark Williams, he's got to continue to stay aggressive.
Already 5 FGAs for the Suns big man. Takes the pocket pass. How's that for aggressiveness? Dunn plays the passing lane. Gets the steal. Up top to the big fella. Running the floor. Gets the payoff. Here is O'Neal. Dunn. Touch pass. Bouye. 4 in the shot clock. Step back jumper. Got it. Double figures for Jamari Bouye.
At least make a couple of passes.
Allen sees an opening. Jump stop. Tough shot. Oh, my goodness. A high degree of difficulty coming from Grayson Allen.
Final score, 106-102. Suns win. Mark Williams had 27. Dillon Brooks had 26. Again, the Suns playing without Devin Booker, who is out with an injury. Now, this game got interesting at the end. I mean, there were a number of players jawing at each other. Assistant coaches from both sides kind of had to get into kind of restore order. So there was a lot, few shenanigans at the end of this game last night. But again, the Suns came out on top, which was a much-needed win for sure. Having lost 2 games in a row and playing without their star. Jordan Ott talked after the game just about the focus that this team had on attacking the nets and the paint.
Yeah, after the Miami game, we definitely talked about it. Our inability to get into the paint, try to come up with a couple more solutions. That's on us as coaches. And then Mark's presence. You could feel it from the jump. His ability, try to run the first play of the game right to him, right inside the paint. We got to remember all his gifts and all the little stuff that he does for our group on both ends, screening, rebounding, protecting the rim, that he's an incredibly skilled offensive player, and we got to find him more. So thought he imprinted his game, his offensive game from the jump. First couple possessions, he was right there, right inside the charge circle. So we got to do it more. We got to keep him going, keep him growing, keep him getting better.
Now, I mentioned the scuffle near the end of the game for these two teams. There were a number of technicals that were handed out as a result of that whole shenanigans. Igor Denman, who played at BYU, got a technical foul during that stretch. Michael Porter Jr. got a technical foul during that stretch as well. Who else? Grayson Allen got a tech. Royce O'Neal got a tech. The one person who did not get a tech there was Dillon Brooks. However, Dillon Brooks had gotten the technical earlier in the game. So he has now.
Left side.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
O'Neal a 3, no good. Claxton rips down the rebound. Oh, and Brooks and Joman go tumbling into the photographers. And again, it's Dillon Brooks involved in something that looks way more aggressive than it had to be. He's already got one flagrant foul in this game. Well, let's hear from Curtis Blair.
After review, we have a loose ball foul on Denham from Brooklyn. Then we have a technical foul on Brooks for the push. Brooklyn will shoot one. When we come down here, and Brooks will be shooting 2 for the bonus.
So that's 15 tees now for Dylan Brooks. And we talked last week about, the energy he's brought to this team at the defensive end of the floor. Much needed for this team, no question about it. They are a much better club at that end of the floor than they were a year ago. It's evident, but this can't get out of control with Dylan Brooks. He has got to organized chaos is what we need from Dylan Brooks. Not flagrant fouls, unnecessary fouls. Play the game hard, have that defensive intensity, bring that edge to this defense, but it's got to be in a controlled atmosphere for this team moving forward.
Everybody loves playing on the edge. No one likes being cut by that edge. That's the biggest problem with playing on the edge. But I do have good news related to this, DK. The NBA officially rescinded this technical foul. So he now only sits at 14.
Okay, that's
However,
good.
To make this point ever more poignant for you, is where you're saying that Dylan Brooks needs to reel this in. This is the third tech that he's had rescinded this year. He should, for all intents and purposes, have 17. And you all know that 16 is the one that triggers a game suspension. And with 35 games left to play, I'd imagine Dylan is probably going to get to that 16 technical foul mark because you can't keep getting lucky with the rescinded techs throughout the year. But we can sit here and say that Dylan Brooks has only 14 techs right now in the season.
So how does that work? I mean, is that? Is there a board that takes a look at these? Is there a crew that takes a look at these and says, okay, that one will pull back?
Yeah, that one I'd imagine was probably more so like a league office thing. They'll look at the tape and they'll decide, okay, was this really meant to be intentional? Because again, like the clip said, he already had a flagrant one on the day. So whether or not you want to view it as with intent or anything else of that nature, I guess the grounds for technical foul is something that is reviewable post game rather than like flagrants and things like that.
Well, obviously we had a lot of talk about the officiating in the Arizona Wildcats game the other night. So after the NBA official, they actually have a Twitter account. It's called NBA Official, where they go over these types of things that happen and rules and that kind of thing. And so after they tweeted today that the technical that he got near the end of the first half, had been rescinded, several people chimed in saying that refs need to be suspended for handing out false technicals, said one user or one tweeter. Another said, funny how this keeps happening, zero accountability for refs. So there you go. Fans, not buying into some of these calls that are being laid on some of their favorite players.
Nah, they're not going to be happy. Of course they're not going to be happy because in the end, if you have a favorite player, maybe you drafted them in fantasy basketball and you don't want to have them miss a game because of a technical foul that might be a little bit of a ticky-tack call. In the end, again, like I said, everyone loves it when you see a player playing on the edge. No one likes it when you get cut by that edge, and that's the case with every sport in the world. You love playing with edge. You just hate it when you get cut.
All right, let's hear that scrum at the end of the game. I want to hear that.
It was fun.
Left side, O'Neal a three, no good. Claxton rips down the rebound. Oh, and Brooks and Yeoman go tumbling into the photographers. And again, it's Dylan Brooks involved in something that looks way more aggressive than it had to be. He's already got one flagrant foul in this game.
Bad audio. Go back to you.
All right, so again, that was the win last night for the Suns, 106-102 over the Nets, getting rid of that quick two-game losing streak, which is always important, and the Suns keeping themselves in a nice position. They'll be back on the floor tomorrow night at home against the team that leads the Eastern Conference right now, the Detroit Pistons. How about that? The Detroit Pistons will come in 34-11 so far this season for that game at the Mortgage Matchup Palace in downtown Phoenix.
They're looking good.
Yeah, they are. They are. All right, we've got one more segment to go here. Just looking up them, they've got the Cavs game on here. I see Evan Mobley's not playing tonight. It doesn't look like Darius Garland's playing tonight.
Luka is back though.
Luka's back out there. Okay, so
yeah.
So the Cavaliers are going to have to win this game without two starters this evening against LeBron James and company. And looks like it's pretty even. I can't see the score. It looks like 25-24. Yeah, 26-24 as the final seconds of the first quarter tick down. All right, we've got one more segment out here with us at Showtime Cards. We've got one more pack to break here, and you've still got about 22 minutes if you want to get in here and get one of these NBA boxes for $21. Normally they're $29.99. You can get it for $21 because your Arizona Wildcats are 21-0 on the season. DK on the sports tip. Cricket getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Collision Speedway and Wilmot and Speedway, and a collision in Sahuarita at Duval Mine Road and I-19. Some slowing on westbound I-10 right at the I-10 I-19 junction. Backups Ajo and Mission westbound and southbound. 48 the overnight low, 70 partly cloudy tomorrow, and 69 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance is making it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
My heat and air work in a state of disrepair.
As the new year begins, Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing would like to thank you for allowing us to serve Tucson and the surrounding communities for the past 25 years. Whether it is a small water leak or a full air conditioning replacement, we do it all, big or small. For professional service, call Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Presenting Again Fling's love story. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus this morning when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. Alas, I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Try Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
The holidays are over, and right now is the best time to start your home renovation project. At the Window Depot, you get factory direct prices, no installers, no middleman, and serious savings. Windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, all in stock and ready to take home today. Perfect for DIYers and contractors who want to save thousands and get materials fast. New year, new projects at the lowest prices. Shop online at thewindowdepot.com or visit a location near you.
The American Red Cross is facing a severe blood shortage, and donors are needed right now to make sure life-saving care isn't delayed for accident victims, surgery patients, and those facing critical treatments for cancer and chronic blood disorders. The Red Cross blood supply has dropped about 35% in recent weeks. There's no time to wait. Make an appointment today to give blood by using the Red Cross Blood Donor app, visiting redcrossblood.org, or calling 1-800-RED-CROSS to schedule your donation. Take action and help save lives.
Get ready, Arizona. The biggest country party of the year is back. March 20th through 22nd at the scenic Forever Ranch in Benson for the 5th annual Cochise Country Music Festival. Tracy Bird, Mark Chestnut, Rodney Adkins, Chris Cagle, Little Texas, Kelsey Hart, Emily Ann Roberts, and many more. Bring the whole family. Kids 10 and under get in free. 3 days of nonstop music, 2 stages, dance floors, and after parties till 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday. RV camping, tent camping, in only 45 minutes from Tucson. The ultimate weekend getaway in southern Arizona. March 20th through 22nd at the Forever Ranch in Benson. Get your camping and show tickets now. CochysCountryFest.com.
And this Friday, we have a sweet deal for you from Cochise Country Music Festival. You can get one 3-day VIP pass for just $289.50, originally $579. And this sweet deal will go on sale this Friday morning at 8:30 at WildcatsRadio1290.com.
Everyone loves to get together for food, fun, and sports. But what's the best spot? I'm Josh Bishop, owner of Fork and Fire, Catalina, and Oro Valley. My brother, best friend, and I have been cooking for one another and for our neighbors for years, and we get to live our passion every day at Fork and Fire. At our Catalina Grill, you'll love the elevated bar fare and barbecue, served in our relaxed and fun neighborhood grill. Fork and Fire Catalina, where great food meets good times and a strong community. Bring everyone on down to Fork and Fire in Catalina and Oro Valley.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Presented by Robinhood, your money, your move. Todd Monken is the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns, a move no one really expected. Hopefully they give him a better chance than they gave Kevin Stefanski, who had 13 different starting quarterbacks during his tenure as head coach. They have a great defense. If they can ever figure out their quarterback situation, maybe Monken can figure this out. I'm Adam Abdallah.
The most beautiful time of year is upon us. Tax season. And Tax Slayer is here to help you file. We guarantee 100% accuracy and your maximum refund. Those are some good numbers. And you can trust me, because I'm a talking calculator. Did I mention Tax Slayer even has support from real US-based humans? If you have any questions along the way, beat the rush and start for free today. Tax Slayer. File fearlessly.
The new era of UFC on Paramount Plus continues with UFC 325 live from Australia. Catch featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski in a rematch of his epic title fight against Diego Lopez, and the always dangerous Dan Hooker throws down with dynamic finisher Benoit Saint Denis in a high-action lightweight showdown. UFC fans, pay-per-view just got knocked out. Catch UFC 325 on Saturday, January 31st, only on Paramount Plus. Stream every fight live with one subscription. Visit ParamountPlus.com/UFC to get started.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Final segment of our show here today from Showtime Cards on Speedway Wildcard Wednesdays. So glad you could join us for this fabulous affair we do out here. We're out here one Wednesday every single month. I'll have to find out. I know because of the way the schedule worked this year, and we didn't obviously find out the Big 12 schedule until after we made this commitment to come out here monthly. So we had to move this. This was actually initially supposed to be at the beginning of the month, but we moved it back. We are scheduled for the next Wild Card Wednesday on February the 11th. I believe we are doing that one on February the 11th, but then I think have to move the one in March. Or actually, no, I think it's the one in March that we'll be doing, and then the one in February we may have to move because of basketball again. I'll get all that situated and straight for you, and we'll let you know when we're going to be back out here at Showtime Cards, because this is the first Wednesday night we've not had a game in the Big 12 since the conference season started. So a little bit weird not to have some basketball. We do not have a game on that February the 11th, but I'm not sure if we're coming right back just because of the closeness of this. But we'll keep you posted on all of that. I think, now that I'm remembering, because the March 11th date will be right as the Big 12 tournament is starting. So I think that's the one we're moving. So we should be back here on February the 11th, which is 2 weeks. So 2 weeks we'll be back here for another edition of Wild Card Wednesdays. 520-848-1290 is the number. So we have one more pack. I'm going to open up this last pack here, Dragon Ball, the last pack we have, and see if we can get something fun out of this pack here. I forget the term that Max used for. Oh, look at this! How about this, Dragon Ball? The first one in our last pack is a Tyler Loop card. How about that?
There you go.
But it's a practice card. We just talked about the practice cards versus the game cards, and it is a
I'd
practice
imagine for
card.
him, it was definitely a matter of getting that card out first because,
Yeah.
again, new kicker taking over for a former legend of the franchise. You almost had to get the practice jersey that way.
Yeah. So we got Tyler Loop. That's a rated. This is called rated rookie card. We also got another one of these with the purple border around it. Jordan Watkins, wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know. Did he have a good year? The name is not.
Considering the amount of injuries they had at wide receiver, I'd imagine he played at least some games, but that name is it's new to me.
Jordan Watkins. All right, we'll have to look up Jordan Watkins and see exactly what he did this year. All right, so that's 2. We get 4 in this pack, so we get 2. So we have a throw. I don't know if this is a throwback because I think he's still playing actually, but Cameron Jordan. Is Cameron Jordan a Hall of Famer, do you think? He's been around forever.
Are we talking the Saints defensive end?
Yes,
or the
yes,
former
yeah.
Cleveland?
No, yeah, yes. The Saint. Come on, bro. Yeah,
The former
Saints.
Cleveland tight end.
The Saints defensive end. 8 Pro Bowls. Okay, so he meets that mark for me. And I don't know how many times he's been All Pro. I would think Cameron Jordan is a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
I think that you can make the argument for him definitely in the history of the Saints. That's for sure. I mean, he's had multiple 10 or more sack seasons. Been really, in essence, been one of those like stalwarts and go-tos. Again, he was an 8-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro. He was on the All 2010s team. So you definitely have to make the argument. Again, a former Arizona kid was born in Chandler, Arizona.
All right,
Before he
so
went to Cal.
Actually, 5. I'm counting 5 Pro Bowls and 2 second team All Pros, not first team, but second team All Pros. So I don't know. That's like I said, when I said 5, for me it's 5 Pro Bowls minimum, 3 All Pro selections minimum. So but again, and his All Pros are second team, which I think Borders puts him on that list of potential. Like you mentioned, he's had had a multi-sack season this year, a 10+ sack season this past year. So a bounce back year for Cameron Jordan, but maybe on the border for Hall of Fame consideration in Canton, Ohio.
You definitely don't see 36-year-olds having that kind of consistency at the defensive end position.
That's crazy that he's that old. 36 years
132
old.
sacks in his career.
I'm not. Am I missing some years here? Wait. Oh, okay. I'm missing some years. All right. So I was looking. Okay, I was looking at his advanced defensive metric. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. 8 Pro Bowls. I was like, wait a minute, what am I missing here? He's like, yeah. So 8 Pro Bowls and 1 first team All Pro and two second team All Pros. So yeah, so now that really really puts him on the border. But I think just based on that, I think he probably gets it. I think he probably 132 career sacks. He probably is Canton worthy.
Yeah, currently sitting at 17 on the overall sack list, and there's a number of guys around him that are already in the Hall of Fame, including Ricky Jackson, Derek Thomas, Dwight Freeney, Lawrence Taylor. So if you're just looking at that particular statistic, you could definitely make an argument that he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Jaden Daniels. That's our last card. Our last card, Dragon Ball, Jaden Daniels. All right, we got to. I'm sorry, I'm like talking cards. We got to get to our Casino del Sol replay. Casino del Sol replay right now.
The Casino del Sol replay is brought to you by Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
All right, Becky Burke is going to be coaching her first Territorial Cup Series game in about 30 minutes. She is psyched to do that.
I love a good rivalry game, especially in a season where it's not going exactly the way that you want it. This game can do a lot for you as far as rejuvenation and feel-good vibes and just going up the road and beating somebody that is an in-state rival. So I'm really excited for the opportunity. Felt a little bit different in practice today. Felt a little bit different in film today. I think we understand. We got a lot of players that have played a lot of college basketball. We've got a lot of players that have played in some good rivalries, whether it's been in high school or college, and so they understand what it feels like. And it doesn't get any better than this. So excited to go up the road on somebody else's home floor in the state of Arizona, and hopefully get a win. So you don't have to get me excited for these types of games, and based on practice today, I don't think we're gonna have to get our players very excited either. We're really thrilled for the opportunity.
Today's Casino del Sol replay is brought to you by Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
All right, it is 6:30 tip-off tonight, 6:15 coverage, Freedom 1400 with Derek Palmer. Jordan Watkins, Dragon Ball, 2 catches for 26 yards this year.
Yeah, even with the amount of injuries at the 49ers receiving spot, I guess not a lot of minutes there for Mr. Watkins.
No, none whatsoever. All right, great time once again out here at Showtime Carts. You still have 6 minutes to get in here and get one of these NBA boxes for $21, normally $29.99. Get it for $21 today because your Arizona Wildcats are 21-0. Want to thank everybody that was a part of this broadcast. Obviously, shout out to our guy, George Myers, who was a little ill. George, get well. We look forward to seeing you back here in a couple weeks. I want to thank Max Guter for joining us on the show. Ricky was here as well. We had Mia and Lilo on staff doing a great job setting up things out here as well. For Dragon Ball, for cricket, my name is David Kelly. That's our time for tonight. Thank you very much for your time. We'll talk to you again back in studio tomorrow, 3 o'clock. DK on the Sports Tip, Wildcats Radio 1290. Have a great night, everybody.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic
All
Center,
right, you're clear.
Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic.
You got my text about the Westwood One thing, yep.
Kolb, southbound slowing on Kolb Road at Stella.
Hold on.
Speedway and Wilmot and Speedway, and in
Yeah.
Duval Mine
Yeah,
Road
that's fine.
and I-90.
Okay, I'm going to mark it in the disc rep and also send you an email just that way if we need to have that covered or whatever, just to let them know. I'll send you an email with that stuff.
Radio 1290 Traffic.
This
All right,
report
I'll talk
is
to you
sponsored
next
by
time.
Thanks, man.
Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance is making it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-7098. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-7098. That's 800-575-7098. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626.